Hello, everyone, and welcome to another session of Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus. Today I'll be your dungeon master. My name is Alex. Here we have our crew of players, each of them with their respective characters. We do have a guest player today, playing the role of Rika. So I'm gonna let her start, and then everybody else can reintroduce themselves and talk about their say who they're playing and go from there. All right, you want to start, Shauna?
Yeah, I'm Shauna. I'm a player in Alex's Waterdeep campaign. I'm filling in today as Rika, who is a blood hunter. First time playing a blood hunter, so hopefully everyone's patient. I also usually don't play melee, so that's new in itself as well. So it'll be fun.
It'll be fun. It'll be fine.
It'll be fun and fine.
Yeah. Who wants to go next?
No.
I'll pass.
Cool.
Okay, I'll go.
Okay.
I'm Xavier. I played Danny. Oh wait, no, I play Foster. Shit, no, that's not it. San. I play Fan. I play a half elf paladin who is very happy. He's always happy, and he's
Sure.
like the greatest guy ever. He's the one buddy you always want to be there.
All lies.
I don't think we're playing the same game.
Yeah, I think we're playing different game.
That's my other character. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was fast heart.
Before it
That's
broke down,
fast
I
heart.
had invited you to my home.
That's what I heard. No, but he's cool. He's a paladin. He smashed things. That's all he does. He's
Alright.
happy.
Who's next?
I'll go.
Okay.
I'm Summer, or Toasty. I'm playing Kalia Drelland, who is a tiefling ranger, and she's a bit of a badass.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, she has a rat friend right now named Lightfinger. Lightfinger? Yeah, Lightfinger. Yes.
Yep. And who's next in the party?
I'm Ben. I play Daniel Gatto. He's a high elf wizard. I don't know what do I say about him? He's kind of a con man.
He's a
That's perfect. That's
He's
actually
a
a perfect
fraud.
description. Yeah.
Fraud is a better word. I like fraud.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's a
Or
little
con
strong.
man.
It's a little strong. I think con man is like just enough.
I mean, fair. Okay, we'll go with that. He's a con. He's an idiot, honestly, but it's a lot of fun.
I'm Raj. I play a light domain cleric warhorse. No,
No.
human.
Man. Do you?
Uh,
I'm just
Fast
trying to
heart.
imagine like a one shot where all of you are war horses, and that's just
God.
like that would be
That's
such a
like-
perfect one shot.
Okay, so I'll
It's
see
like trash
everybody
pandas.
tomorrow.
so what you need to do is go through the list of feats and decide which cutie mark goes to each.
Oh my goodness, I would be so in.
I would 110%.
My Little
begin.
Pony one shot. This is great. This
Oh
is.
my
In
gosh.
the
I need that
Yeah.
in my life. I need
I
that
feel.
in my
I
life.
feel like I would do that and just record it and just be like, when Olivia's at an older stage, and be like, "Hey, I made this for you. This is." Yeah,
This
we
is My
did this
Little Pony.
campaign, and we
Yeah.
did this one shot for you. You be entertained, please watch
We are
this.
the abandoned warhorses of Elturel that have sunken with the city into the depths of hell,
Yeah, here you
waiting for this party to show up. I don't think we ever will. But
They're- by the way, they're the 6 horses that Sam killed before.
go. There you go. And that the story
Story.
Oh,
completes itself.
I mean, I'm in.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
we already
maybe
have
like
the
Trash
spin-off for this
Pandas.
campaign. It's great.
Great.
So
We all
yeah.
have this vendetta against Zan. We're waiting to kill
Yeah.
him.
So I
He's
guess,
our
Alex,
BDG. Like, he's the guy.
I hope you had a good story for us tonight, because
It's about to
Uh,
go off the
I don't know
rails.
how we follow this up.
And yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know how we're gonna.
I don't know, man. I got that one spell slot left. I could use Disguise Self and really fuck all this up. I won't.
and then do the
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
and then do the My Little Pony playlist. All right,
Yeah.
cool. All right, well, you know our players now. Let's get started. So,
Wait, but who are you?
I mean, I'm your
Did you?
DM. I think I did already. I'm Alex. I'm your DM for the night.
Did you?
Yeah,
Who are you? Did you? I don't know.
I am
Man
a
of many
person
faces.
who will tell stories. A man of many faces. And
Oh, I like that.
all right. So last time we left off, you guys were exploring the Dungeon of the Dead 3. So let me move you over there now so you can see. Hopefully, Shauna, can you see the
Yeah.
dungeon?
Oh no, I cannot. I see black.
Like the whole thing? Can you zoom
Like
out?
darkness. Yeah, let me zoom out and see.
God.
Oh, I see something. Hold on.
What the hell are we? Oh, there we are.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a big dungeon. So
Bottom left.
It's also hard to try and navigate on an iPad.
My normal. It's a little annoying whenever you join a new campaign. All of your settings are
yeah, sorry about that.
like they go back to the default. So
Yeah.
I'm just. But yeah, I see. Yeah, and I see my token.
All right, cool.
And let's see if it lets me click on it. Yes, and I can click on it, and I have my token actions.
Perfect. All right, so last time you guys were exploring the Dungeon of the Dead 3. You managed to rescue somebody who was being tortured from some Fist of Bane. One of them was the leader of the Fist of Bane, and you managed to get some intel from him about, things that have, that have been transpiring in Baldur's Gate, and also that has a little bit to do with Elturel. After that, you kind of like send him on his way with the imp. So you called the imp from the last couple of sessions, and you basically send him with the imp to be able to take him out of the dungeon safely. And then after that, before he left, he told you there were a couple of people from his party there in the dungeon that if you could help get them, that would be great. So anyway, he left with the imp, and you guys kept exploring, and then you found the leader of the cult of Merkel, and she managed to create a fuss in that room with you guys, and you managed to subdue her, but it was a pretty intense fight with this mage. You managed to subdue her, to do more like kill, but yeah, you managed to kill her, and after that you just kept exploring the dungeon. You did find that when you were in that room where the the leader of the Merkel cult was, you found these corpses that were being put some, they had like these tubes tied to them, and they were being pumped in some corpse damp gas that you notice, and that gas, it's kind of like it makes them into these shambling corpses where if they get put to the flame, they explode in a very dramatic fashion and essentially, create an explosion. It's kind of like, like regular, like natural gas, essentially, but inside these corpses. And you did manage to find the source of the corpse damp gas. And I think we left up right after you guys kind of like covered the source, kind of like cut the corpse damp source from the rest of the dungeon, if that makes sense. And that's where we left off. Did I miss anything?
Lightfinger.
Oh yeah, yes, you guys met a rat named Lightfinger.
Who's been
and-
giving us intel.
Yes, who Kalia has been talking with, and essentially the rat decided to be your guide through the rest of the dungeon. As you were resting, I assume we were doing a short rest, right?
So how many sessions approximately has Lightfinger been with you?
Just
Literally just came in like
at
the
the
last
end.
10
At the
minutes.
end.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, very new, very new.
But
Yeah.
but was giving us very valuable information
Mhm.
Right.
Yes.
because he
Yeah.
scurries around and watches everything happen.
Yeah.
This
Nice.
sounds so stupid.
No, it's actually cool
great.
because I've never
Because he
had
blends
like
right in, I imagine. Like no one
Yeah.
would suspect a rat.
I also never had a ranger
Except for his
in a
armor.
party that I've DM for, so it's very cool to be able to. So as a DM, that you see all these when you're running a published campaign, you see all these hints like, oh, if you have a ranger in your party who has animal talking, like they could talk to this animal that appears in this dungeon, and they could figure shit out from the dungeon. I've never
gonna
had
start
a ranger in
talking
my
to all of them.
party. So it's super cool that I finally got to pull that card from the published campaign. Anyway, that's where we left off, and that's where we continue. So yeah, who wants to go first? You just short rested. I'm gonna say you short rested. So you've been kind of like 30 minutes, taking a breather, and Kalia, you've been talking to the rat for the past 30 minutes or so. What have you been talking about?
Well, I know before I didn't write down anything that he was telling us because he was telling us about the thing that I sent Zan into, the corpse with the gas.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I mean, I've just been kind of asking him what goes on here, what maybe we should be aware of.
So the rat, well, you're talking to the rat. He kind of like, he's been visiting the areas of the dungeon, so he can give you like a pretty good, as you go into rooms, he could tell you more or less what's in a room in the dungeon.
Okay.
So like he's been pretty much through the whole dungeon. So he's been talking to you about how there's a particular cell where they're keeping the shambling corpses full of corpse damp. There's like a tomb where the Fist of Bane sleeps. So the Fist of Bane is kind of like the most, they have the most people out of the three cults. And most of them they kind of rotate bunks in a tomb nearby. That's if you go more further out east from your position, you'll find it. He also knows that the disciples of Baal also sleep in another tombs close to where the Fist of Bane are, but they have like a weird thing where they have a pool of blood in that particular area where they sleep. So it's kind of weird to him that they would like to hang out there. What else? He tells you that there's an room that kind of like smells very badly, like rotten eggs. As you are getting close to the area where where those tombs are, where the Fist of Bane are staying, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And basically any room that you go into, I'm gonna assume you have previous knowledge of that room because of the rat, so I can give you some knowledge as you go into a room.
Sweet.
What else have people been doing during this 30 minutes where you're just catching your breath? You kind of barricaded yourself into this area.
I mean, Daniel probably just sat down and tried to rest quietly. It's a lot for him, he's a guy who usually goes around and does tricks to try and swindle people out of money, not really try to be the hero. So
Did you check that book out at any point?
I have not yet. I was gonna wait until we were out of the dungeon to really start checking out the book.
All right, cool. Just checking. Just checking.
Yeah.
What about you, Claudius? What have you been up to during that 30 minutes?
I think I've been trying to polish the blood back off of my mace.
Use it. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. It's like, maybe I could still return it?
Okay.
Why would you return it?
You know, I might be able to get a better one, and it's barely used.
It-
If I could just get that one spot out.
It's
I'll just
Cla-
buy you another one. Do you want another one? I'll get you another one. You don't know where that blood has been.
Claudius, like you used it for the purpose that it was created for.
Trust me, it worked pretty well. We all watched.
Yeah, it feels so unnatural.
You get used to it.
You'll get used to it.
No. Okay. Yeah, sure. You'll get used to it.
Well,
Not everybody's a big scary warrior, Hellraiser.
Hellrider.
Razor, yeah.
Rider.
Sharp as a tack.
Daniel's a little tired. It's okay.
Daniel's a little tired. Everyone's tired. So, like, we have someone that wants to return a club because it's all bloody. We have another one that's tired. We have
Actually, it's mostly the scratch.
crazy girl over there that's talking to rats. The only normal one here. That's Rika. I think.
Oh. So far.
Rika is flattered.
Yeah, what is
hearing
Rika
that.
doing during this?
So, remind me, Rika has not been with the group that long, right? Everyone else has been together since Elturel.
Yes, so Rika joined the group. So Rika was investigating the murders of the death. Essentially, there's been a serial murders throughout Baldur's Gate, perpetrated by the Dead Three, and all of the victims have been people refugees from Elturel, essentially, or people tied to Elturel in some way.
So she, just like me, doesn't know y'all very well. Yeah.
No, she knows that they're good people because they helped her save her I want to not master but like brother from the Brotherhood of Blood.
Varro, I want to say his name is?
Barrow, yeah.
Varro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna say that she's probably spent this time kind of on the edges, just observing everyone and just still trying to get a sense for everyone's character. She has a strong moral compass, so I think she's probably gravitates towards like the paladin and the cleric. And yeah, I was just watching everyone else like curiously, but also kind of trying to be on guard and listen for sounds.
That sounds like Rika perfectly. So you're
Okay.
you're playing her perfectly, right?
Yeah, that's what I imagine she's doing.
Alright. Okay, so as you kind of like, rested up a little bit and got your bearings, you guys start heading off. Which direction do you go? So you can go back to where you were. So as you go north, there's two paths. There's one to the west, and one to the east. On the south, so like if you go where Daniel is right now, and if you go west down that path, that's where the tomb was, where there was like this magical axe that kind of wanted to get you guys, but you managed to subdue it, if you remember, and that was where the source of the corpse stamp was.
Yeah.
And then, so does this little like, okay, so I know we
It's
didn't
like-
go in that one room to the right.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then
you guys can
so
see a
does
lot more
this-
of the map than I can.
I
think.
can't do the thing, I don't think, on the Where you
We have-
just Raj just had the first little.
Yeah. Is-
So we got this one. I think we got this one, and
Yeah, so there's this
all the way to the top. Oh no, no.
Yeah,
never mind.
that one. That one.
yeah,
Which one?
this one.
Oh god. Yes.
So there
Because
is, yeah,
I guess I can't do it on here. I don't know how to.
that's fine. I can do it. So if you go north, there is a stairway that reaches to a wooden door. And that's where that area you haven't explored yet.
Okay.
Right. So
Then we
Are we
also
okay?
smelled corpse damp coming out of that other door in the
Oh,
previous.
Of this door? No.
No,
It was
this one up here.
the one up here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do we want to go to the one closest to us for right now?
I think so. I mean, are you okay? Do you need any more time?
Or
Do you-
time?
Do you want to talk to your little friend a little bit more?
Shut the fuck up, Sam. Kalia's just gonna start walking.
All right.
He's real if she thinks he's real, okay? Just, it's been a stressful day.
You know, I was the one that sent you back there, and it was fine, wasn't it? And I learned that from the rat.
If that's what you believe, then
That's the first time I thought I would never hear the words I learned done from the rat. Okay, let's go.
All right, so you guys head up to that little staircase, and there's like a wooden door as you are heading over there. What do you guys do?
Is it locked?
No, it's not. You can open it.
Oh, okay.
Can I open it for you guys?
I don't know. When you say, do you want me to open
So-
it for you guys?
So here's the thing. Whenever I ask, is because I want to know if you guys want to take a stealth approach or if you want to, like, what is it that you want to do in this situation?
Well, Sir Hellrider, you're in front. What would you like to do?
I know what would I like to do. I don't know what I should do.
Or your character do?
Because I should not do this. And I push the door open.
Okay, so you open the door.
I thought you were gonna kick it down.
All right, so you
I
open the
thought he was
door.
gonna knock.
You
So-
guys know me so well
Pulls out
because I
a
was gonna knock
screwdriver,
first and then
Undoing the script.
So, as you come into this room, and you guys can start coming into the room, you see that there's like the walls and floor of this room are covered in streaks and splashes of dried blood. There's two dangling bodies, in that are shackled to the east and south walls. One is an elderly male human. The other is a young female tiefling. Both are covered in bloody gashes, and neither is moving. In the middle of the room is a sturdy wooden chair with a bloody whip draped over it, and a bucket half filled with salt sits on the floor nearby. It's essentially a
Okay.
torture chamber.
Want to investigate the bodies. Are they still alive at all, or?
Roll me a medicine check.
are you investigating both of them or just one of them?
I assume both of them.
I was intending for both. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so the male human is dead. Like, as you check, when you check on the female tiefling, you notice that there's a pulse. The person's unconscious but stable. What do you do?
I think. No, wait, Jerry can carry her. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on her.
All right.
Wait,
So
how many spells? No. How many spells?
are you gonna
do have?
metagame?
How much energy do you feel like you're using?
I. Ugh. feel like I'm still pretty fresh. I'm about halfway
Okay.
through.
Okay. All right.
All right, and hopefully she doesn't have many hit points. So that's 3 points to her.
Okay, so
Is she
The-
still hanging?
so
Was she
she,
hanging?
yeah, she was. So you know,
Okay.
she is. You see like her gashes and cuts, kind of like mending, and you see like she's definite, like she's kind of stirring a little bit.
And after hearing Kalia's question, I'm like, oh shit. Zan, help! Get me over here. We gotta help her down.
And
Sure.
Wrong order.
so she's, as you get her down, she's kind of waking up, and she's like, what what's going on? And she like immediately gets scared as she sees you, and she's like, no, please no more, don't, please no more.
No, it's okay. What's your name?
And roll me a persuasion check. She's not sure if you guys are hostile or not, so.
Ooh.
Oh.
Damn.
Okay. So she thinks, yeah, you have a good bedside manner. She's like, my name is Vendetta. We got taken here by the cult. I was working for I was working for a noble, and we were transporting stuff, and we just got jumped. And they took us down here. They were torturing us. Oh my god, is FNX okay? And she like looks around and looks at the dead hanging body. And she's like, no, FNX. And she kind of like, tries to check on him and see if he's alive, but she noticed that he's dead. What do you guys do?
Sorry.
Were
Rick, I-
you by
Oh, God.
chance working for, was it Clem Jasso?
Yeah. He was our employer. Oh my god. FNX. And she just starts crying.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
What did what is Rick? Rika was about to say something. I feel like I
I
interrupted.
think Rika doesn't say anything, but she takes her dagger and just slashes the rope that he's hanging by, so he falls to the ground.
Okay, she yeah, like the tiefling kind of like, Vendetta kind of like cradles FNX, and she's just sobbing over him. It looks like FNX was a good friend of hers.
You think Jerry's free by now?
Oop, sorry. The
Jared? What was his name?
Yasso, you mean?
Jerry.
Jerry.
Oh,
Do you want me to call him
you're talking
Jimmy?
about the
Jimmy.
the
Jimmy.
imp is Jerry. The imp is Jerry. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the prior.
Oh my god, dude, I have him written down as Justin. Is it Jerry?
No,
It's Jerry.
keep it.
Keep it.
God
'Cause
damn it.
everyone calls him a different name.
Everybody has him as a different name. Yeah.
Rika is
James,
like,
right?
does Rika know him?
I'm
It's
gonna
the
call
imp.
Jonas.
Yeah. It's the imp that appeared at
It's
the
an
beginning
imp
of the
that I
game.
terrified. Do you want
Yeah.
me to call him?
Do you think he's led Clem already out of this?
Let's find out. I grab my dagger in one hand and I grab the whistle in the other and I blow it happily.
A portal shows up, and climbing out of it is your imp friend, maybe Jerry.
We have a
Jerry?
picture of this guy. I'm just curious.
Yeah, let me pull him up. Let me pull out. It's just a picture of an imp.
Jimmy?
But let me...
You know, when he gave you
James?
that whistle, he probably didn't expect you to blow it every 5 minutes. Like,
Nope.
Is it
That's a
Jabbar?
great
Yeah.
I feel like I should ask if there's
Was
a limit
his
on
mistake.
this. But you know what? I don't care because I almost killed him.
clearly, he's not a very smart imp.
Let me
He
find.
almost died. So
Yeah, so
he's,
basically, let
I
me.
did.
he's like in debt to me. It's fine.
And he probably hasn't even healed yet. That was like just a couple hours
It
ago.
was literally like 2 hours ago. Like I'm not even
Yeah.
kidding.
So that's the imp.
There's the cute
Okay.
little guy.
Yeah. So anyway, he like he comes out. And he's like nervous as soon as he sees you with dagger. He's like, um, did you finish my master's tasks?
We're working on it.
Almost.
Did you
Okay.
get Clem to it was Clem that he took out, right?
It was
Yeah,
Clem, right?
Yeah.
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 You got him to safety?
Yes, I got him well, I didn't show myself, but I pushed him to the flaming fist, and he seemed like he was in capable hands.
Are the flaming fists outside?
He must have told them, so they might be coming soon.
That'd be nice. Should we have told them to get reinforcements? Never mind. We've got a woman here.
I think
This
Kim.
lovely woman.
And he looks around. Oh, you want me to do the same?
Yeah.
And
okay.
Yes.
Can you carry him too?
But he's
You can't
dead.
just leave him here.
Like he's
We left
and-
the others.
he's
Oh, we did.
he
Wait,
said
did we find other
Everybody
tortured
else
bodies?
found.
yeah,
Yes.
you have found
Okay.
more bodies.
There have been other
Okay,
dead
then
bodies
never mind.
around.
But
I
I'm just
mean,
gonna look at Jonas and say, don't eat them.
That's fair.
Wait, who?
Jonas, the imp.
Justin.
Oh, it's Jerry, but it's fine. I don't want to. I'm not too much into human flesh or
I'm so sorry, Jer Bear. That's my fault.
I am very confused right now, but I will do it as you ask, and I will take her out of here. Miss and she's still like bawling over this person. Miss, we have to go. We have to get you to safety. And she kind of like freaks out a little that a imp is kind of like pulling her. And
And
Wait.
remember, and then I just point towards Kalia's dagger.
he at this point he's like, he knows that the threat is there, but at the same time he's kind of annoyed. So he's like, yes, I understand. You
And
can
remember,
be a little bit dagger happy.
remember, just take it to safety the quickest way possible. Don't let anyone see you, and be a good one, okay?
I
And
mean,
we're working on the master thing. We got this.
Yeah.
okay,
Just some road bumps.
all right.
Don't worry, Juan. You got it.
Whatever gets master's whatever master wants, that's fine by me. And then he just kind of like guides this person, and starts like moving her out of the room. You have one more chance if you want to ask her something or anything before she heads out.
Oh,
How
before
many were in your party?
It was just FNX and Jasso. We were carrying a few chests of, coins and stuff for that we're transporting for the family.
Oh,
do you remember who did this? Like who
Oh,
tortured you? Who grabbed you?
It was
Or
the
which way they went, because there's nobody in here right now.
well, I don't remember. I went. I just, I went unconscious after their treatment. They cut, they did gashes on me, and then they rubbed salt in my wounds, and it was just horrible. I lost consciousness, and when I came to, that's when I saw you guys. But it was this lady, this tiefling lady with like purple skin, that
Planets?
she didn't say her name, but did you encounter this lady?
You know of her, yeah.
Well, hopefully you're not on friendly terms. 'Cause she's awful.
She's dead now.
Oh, that's great. That's
You're gonna
Yeah.
pass her on the way out.
Biggie,
I may
you're gonna
sp-
pass a
I
lot
may
of
spit
stuff
on her
going
corpse as we as we come by
That is
Noted.
fine.
for what he did to for what she did to FNX. And then she just, she starts walking out with the imp, with Jerry. All right.
You mean
Do you guys say anything to her before she heads out?
I got
no?
nothing.
I'm like, okay. So let's keep going and see if we can find whatever's at the end of this tunnel.
All right. Do you guys check the room at all? Just make sure before.
I think Rika does.
Alright.
Oh, for sure. I'm sorry. I thought. Yeah, I thought Claudius already had.
I was looking at the bodies.
Oh,
Are there like any chests or boxes or
No, just
like-
just the like the bucket full of salt and the
like
yeah.
this room was basically like for torturing? it
yeah,
seems.
essentially. There's just it was a torture room essentially. You do see a staircase that goes, to like a landing, and then to another staircase up north, in the room. And as you go through that, you start heading into a room where you kind of get the smell of rotten eggs. But it's not as strong as before. So it looks like it looks like the smell is kind of like gone a little bit. And you still smell it, but but it's not as strong as before. So you can definitely walk through this room. And this room is actually adjacent to the room where you guys fought the Bane of Fist before.
Oh.
So whatever you did down in the crypt where that silver axe was enough to paper the corpse stamp that was running into this room.
Okay.
Perfect.
Or else you would have
Get
you
back
would
up.
have died because Claudius has an open flame and the room would have not.
No, I'm using a light cantrip.
Oh, all right. I don't know. Somebody had an open flame, so I just wanted
Might
to.
have been
No
Rika.
one-
Might have been
No one
Rika.
has
All
open
right.
flame.
All right.
Yeah, Rika has some torches, so
Okay. It might have been Rika, but you're fine.
We are fine.
Your torch is
Everyone's
just lighting up a little bit more, but it's fine. All right.
Alright,
So
let's keep going, guys.
yeah. So as you go into this room, let's see what else is in that room.
so this room that we're standing in with these pillars, we've been in here before.
So it's a no. It's
No,
a,
this door here. We were on the other side of it earlier.
Okay. Okay.
but it was like there
Can
was
I
like
go
a
on the other side just so it's revealed on my map?
Yeah.
Really quick.
Sorry, give me
Okay.
a second. I'm moving the door.
Oh.
So I'm moving you guys first. Let me move it.
No.
All right.
Yeah, for me the whole map is like unexplored. Like I
Alright,
haven't.
you can-
I can't see where you
Wow.
guys have been.
You can go through that.
Okay. Cool. Okay, I see all the dead guys.
All right.
Well, there's one guy that's not marked as dead.
Oh,
I thought
that's.
it's-
I didn't move him, but that's the
Okay.
Jazzo. That he left.
Cool.
with
Cool.
the end.
Okay. Okay. Now I'm starting to feel a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then these two, we haven't been over here yet.
Nope.
But that's where the smell's coming from. And have we
Eh,
been up here yet?
So as you get into this room, you see that there's like a kind of like a fume hood that
I see.
that's the kind of like a tube that gets into this room. It looks like there was corpse stamps that was coming from that tomb that you guys kind of like
Closed off.
below. But yeah, it looks like the gas was coming into this room from there. The room is flooded, and you know, the ceiling is supported by many wooden beams that you guys are seeing around as you're exploring the room. But you know, the water kind of gets to like, I want to say knee high, so it's not like super flooded. It's just, you know, difficult terrain essentially.
Okay.
Should
And
we
we're smelling
go-
sulfur.
You're smelling. It's kind of like natural gas,
Oh,
but it's
But it's died down some because like the source
Course.
of it is covered up more.
yeah.
Got
So
it.
corpse
So you
stamps.
guys
So, like,
did that.
lingering.
Yeah. So corpse stamps is a kind of like a gas that necromancers pull out of decaying bodies, and it's kind of like natural gas where it explodes to an open flame, and you guys managed to cover the tomb that was producing the gas before on the previous session.
So do you guys want to go down?
Yeah, there is a pathway. If you keep
Yeah.
going down this room, there's a pathway to the south of the room.
All right. So I keep walking down.
Right?
Checking
You
for
notice
anything
you notice
unique or-
you notice like, you know, a set of stairs as you're coming down the flooded hallway.
Okay.
And that set of stairs is bringing you to a hallway with some cells.
Bells.
Yeah. Well, not cells, more like sorry, wooden doors. So it's kind of like there's like some paths that have been like caved in, but then there's other wooden doors
Okay.
that look like inscriptions for a tomb as you're going down the hallway. And then at the end there's another wooden door at the end of the hallway. They're all closed, but if you keep going down the hallway, you're gonna see various wooden doors.
Oh, I see them.
You see
Can
them?
we open the wooden doors?
You
Do they
can't.
have holes to see what's inside the wooden door?
You no, they
Yeah.
don't. But you can try to listen in or do a perception check.
So I'll get
Listen
close.
in. That tells me that there's something that we shouldn't open.
I will listen into this door.
All right,
Yeah.
roll me a perception check.
And
With
Rika is
my
gonna listen in
awesome-
this one.
All right, perception
my
checks
awesome
all around.
perception.
I'm gonna say you just roll me perception checks for each door. For people who wanna.
Oops, I did it as fast art.
Yeah, as fast art. So Rika, you don't hear anything behind that door.
Where is my? Okay, there we go. Check perception. Submit.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Zan, you also don't hear anything behind it. That door. You do notice like the smell of the rotten eggs kind of like permeating from that door, but it's not as strong. Like it's not very strong.
Okay.
What do you guys do?
Do I hear
Oh, Kalia, sorry, my bad.
over here like Rocket and
Yeah.
22? I'm like, hell yeah!
Sorry. I apologize. I didn't see you rolled.
You're fine.
You do not hear anything.
I try to open my door.
All right, so door opens fine. When you look inside, and let me open the door for you real quick.
Didn't hear anything.
When
There
you-
shouldn't be anything behind it.
Yeah, so when you go inside, you see that the most of the room has fallen in. There's some debris that mostly buries a stone sarcophagus. But the stone sarcophagus, as you get close to it, like, you know, you kind of see that it's half open. It looks empty. Like it looks like it was looted years ago.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so
Right.
I have a feeling that's probably what all these are. I'm gonna open my door.
All right.
Rika opens hers as well.
Okay, let me open both of your doors. So Rika,
Yeah,
you
it
come
comes up.
into a caved-in tomb. Like you can't, you can hardly open the door. Like it's full of rocks. Like it's just a cave-in tomb. And let me see over here, Alia.
Oh.
As you come into this tomb, you see an open sarcophagus that stands at the back of it. And there's like a heavy stone lid that's lying on its side between the sarcophagus and the south wall. And then the north facing side of the sarcophagus bears a faded frescoes of spear-wielding warriors charging across golden plains on horseback. And the far wall of the crypt is badly cracked, but shows signs of being repaired. So it looks like the people that, you know, like the Fist of Bane, essentially the cultists, were kind of like repairing the wall to prevent the corpse stamp from leaking into this room.
Hmm.
Roll me an investigation check.
Investigation.
That does not.
Cool. Nice investigation check.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see, you know, besides like it's a sarcophagus. You see like dust and a few scattered like bones in the sarcophagus. But you kind of like, you know, you decide to look around and you notice this sarcophagus has like a false bottom, like at the, you know, at it made out of plaster. What do you do?
Can I, like, you said it's like made out of plaster, so can I take like my dagger and kind of like stab into it to try and like rip it apart a little bit?
You can.
I do that.
All right. You smashed through it. And it reveals a cavity below that contains a human mummy floating in a shallow pool of red brine. The mummy looks like it has like two gems on its eyes, like where the eyes are that are resting on it. What do you do?
I've seen enough shit in my days with the guild. I ain't touching those gems.
All right.
Are you sure they're so calling?
Take them.
Is that it? There's just the mummy there?
The mummy, well, you had a high enough investigation, so I'm gonna say the mummy also has kind of there's like a lump on the chest area of the mummy.
Oh god, I don't want to fuck with this dude.
Do it.
I'm gonna leave it.
Does anybody else wanna? Do you tell do you tell this to anybody else, or do you just continue?
I'd probably say that. I mean, I assume as we're checking these rooms that the rest of the party is kind of in the close vicinity trying to see what's going on. And I assume that probably when I start ripping open the false bottom, I kind of like gasp and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So if they end up coming in to check out, that would be them.
Okay, gotcha.
But
I think Rika would rush in. Like if she hears a gasp, she's
yeah,
there.
I think Rika would too. But yeah, because I do not want to touch that.
All right, so
But if Daniel happens to,
Well, no one's told Daniel there's gems in there yet, so he has no idea.
yeah.
So
All right, so I'll leave it up to you guys. What do you want to do with the body? With the mummy?
Ooh, what's that smell in there?
there's a. I found the person. I mean, it's a mummy. It's a mummified person, if it's a person. But it's weird.
What? I mean, it's weird.
Well, first off, it was hidden behind a fake a fake bottom.
Okay. Let
But
me
there's
see it.
also like stuff on it and stuff, but I don't think it's a good idea to touch it. Especially after what just happened with the axe.
Girl.
None of the bodies we've seen
Oh.
so far have been hidden.
And none of them
There
have
must
been
be a reason.
yeah, none of them have been mummified like this either.
Is there anything familiar about the setup to me?
Mm,
Similar for Rika, is there anything?
roll me a history check, Claudius.
Because I'd be curious about the depictions.
Oh,
Nice.
So-
I'm rolling well.
So you remember like from your studies the you know like just pirate lords of water, sorry, not water, Baldur's Gate, and just sometimes they would like in turn, like, you know, they would kind of bury their dead in a particular ceremonious way, and they would just to send them off into the ether, they would mummify them, or some people would mummify them, and they would like put either gemstones or other things in their body to sort of like so that they can take with them to the next life, if that makes sense.
Okay. But so none of this evokes a sense of, ooh, this is necromancy.
No, none of
Anything
that.
like
No,
that.
no. It just looks like a ritual done long ago, and
Okay.
that seems, you know, on par to what you've read.
I leave sleeping bodies lie.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't
Do you
think
share
Rika
that,
has.
Claudia?
What was that?
Do you share that?
Yeah. This looks like an ancient burial practice, but fairly standard. This doesn't look like it's part of the cultists.
Can you tell if there's any with the ancient burial practice, could there be any connection with what's depicted on the was it a wall or
mural?
was it on
Oh
the
yeah, I haven't really looked at the murals yet, probably.
So yeah, it's kind of like a fresco, like a it's just spear wielding warriors across golden plains on horse. It just looks like whoever
like all
this,
riders?
yeah, it looks like whoever this was part of a group of warriors. It could
The
be
burial style evokes historical pirate lords.
yeah.
I mean, this
Pirate
Feel-
hell riders?
maybe?
I haven't heard of a pirate writer.
Yeah, Hell Riders are specific to Elturel. This is something else.
Okay.
Maybe he's a awesome pirate that lived in Waterdeep.
No.
And it's the owner of a.
I hate you.
No.
No.
It's
Stop-
the Dread
stop.
Pirate Zan.
Stop trying to stop trying to bring Auric into this.
Anyways, so let's I wanna. I'm like a little kid. You said something in the chest, and I kind of want to touch it.
Do you want to? I mean,
That's not a good idea.
But it's right. Okay.
all right.
What if we stand
But there's
back?
nothing here
have-
that's like.
I have a javelin. I can just touch it with the javelin.
What do you? So
from
let's do
afar.
this. What do you guys want to do? And then if I don't, if from this, whatever you tell me, I don't see any reason for you guys to keep going with this room. We'll go to the next room. What do you guys want to do?
I want to touch the chest to
Well,
know
tou-
what the chest is.
Touch the chest.
Bubbly thing.
Answer.
With my spear, like far away, go like, see if it's like like metal or if it's just like
It's
Like stone.
probably like,
yeah.
I don't know.
So-
With my human knowledge of mummies, it's probably like parts of them.
So as you use your javelin to kind of like touch that middle part of this floating mummy, on the that little lump kind of like the covering kind of like gives away a little bit, kind of like breaks apart a little bit, and you see a bag of like how do you say like a moleskin bag, or it's like a leather bag, where its heart would normally be. As the mummy does not protest, or it's still dead, and so
Okay.
you think it's safe to pull whatever this thing is out. Same with the gems.
I grab the gems and run.
You're not
Nothing.
grabbing the bag?
As you grab the
I grab on the
gems,
heart.
nothing happens, and you have two what is it? What is the gem you have there?
Did you say they were rubies? I know.
No, I
I
didn't
thought
say
you
what
said
they
they
were.
He just
Okay.
said gems.
I just said
I thought you
gems,
said
but
two red gems.
they are moonstones, 50 gold pieces
Ooh.
each.
Pretty.
Like, see, that's for
Do
the
you grab
people
the
that-
bag?
Why would I want?
What's in the
Sure.
bag?
I'll grab the bag too and just open it.
All
See
right.
what's in the bag.
Okay. So as you open the bag, you see, and let me pull it up
What
from.
the-
It's not even. What the- let me pull it up real quick. This is
Terror
a.
beetles emerge.
Stop! Don't joke with it. Don't joke with that. That's when I quit.
That's where you quit. You're like, no, I'm done. I'm done with this. Let me pull up. It's because it's magic items, so I gotta pull them up.
What?
Why is it not letting me look for it? Oh, because I have the imp search on the search bar.
Damn, Jerry.
Damn it, Jerry.
I don't know I don't know who Jerry is. I only know one.
Here we go. So you see this. It's a bag of beans.
It's a bag of beans.
Yes.
We're
I
climbing to
remember
beans.
this.
Oh.
This sounds like fun.
You don't really know what it is. You're guessing maybe somebody who has some magical knowledge can potentially tell you what it is, but it's a bag of beans.
These are
Uh,
rubies.
do you
Oh,
show it
wait,
to the
you-
rest of the group?
Do you
Yeah,
remember them? Never mind. I'll ask later.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay.
If I think it's what you're thinking, I would.
Yeah.
I guess I'll show it to everyone, and give the 2 gems to Claudius.
All
Go,
right.
Claudius. Keep this. We'll use it later. If we need to sell it for gold.
I hand them back.
You had why? I trust you. Okay,
Who are
I
we
guess
fighting?
second person that I give them to Kalia. Here you go. I trust you. With the gems.
Well, that's a terrible idea.
No. You get the beans, sir. You get the beans.
So
Oh my God,
that
that's the worst idea.
I'm not much interested in grave robbing.
I
And I
don't know
return to the hallway.
what they are.
So Danny, actually, you do. So I was about to tell you. So you do from your studies, in undisclosed location that you haven't told me before, but where you learn magic, and you see
Hogwarts.
that you see that this you've heard of this item before, or this. Essentially, it's just these bag of beans contain essentially magical effects for the beans itself. you know that there's some magical items. There's some magical beans out, like bag of beans out there, and they can produce very interesting effects if you use them. Just letting you know, and you kind of remember some of the effects that are on that table that I.
Yeah, I'm reading it all now. It said it was a rare item, so I didn't know if I knew what it was. In
You've
that case,
read
I
about
would
it.
happily take these beans from him.
Yeah.
I put the rubies, not rubies, the gems, I put them back.
Okay.
Why doesn't anyone want these gems? I just take them back and just put them in my pocket.
I'll take one.
No, 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 no. You got the beans.
I mean, it's just a sack of beans. They're nothing special. How come everybody else gets a chance at something special and I don't?
You know what? You're right. You did lost a manor. Here you go. Just you can have one of them.
Excellent. Thank you. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
One bean.
I feel so bad for him.
So as you kind of like head, keep moving around the room to check the last door, you hear a moaning coming from that door.
Wait,
The
which
end?
one?
Or the one that's like facing to the south.
The one facing to the south.
What kind? Like
Like a
like a what?
like a and then sometimes the door gets kind of like pushed a little bit but not open entirely, so it looks like the door is locked and something's trying to come out of it, and then you hear the
Hey guys, something over here sounds like Daniel at 3 a.m.
It has gas?
And the sleepwalking?
Oh.
I mean, I get that it does happen at the same time sometimes, but
You told me you weren't going to tell anybody else about the sleepwalking. Come on, man.
ah,
Uh,
you think people didn't notice in the 3 weeks we were staying around campfires?
Well,
You
no one
walked into it
said
twice,
anything. I didn't walk into it. I was next to it. It's different.
and then the gas ignited.
Well, you're the one that let me eat tacos.
Which night did we got tacos?
I don't know.
there were
apparently some of our rations are
I was-
tacos.
I'm gonna
No,
say
it's
that there
about
was a
me,
night
man.
that you got some elk
The night
tacos
that
or
the
something
Miller
like
brought
that.
us beans and
Yeah.
corn.
Yeah, look, don't make this about me.
So,
The fact
wait,
is, that Claudius
was
and I
that-
are supposed to be friends, and I'm
Was
like,
this the
all of my
night that
secrets are being aired out right now. Okay, I feel
Was
Like
very
gas.
attacked. What? Yes.
Whoa!
You lost the camera.
Died.
Yeah. I started laughing.
All right. So I'm guessing there's something behind this door that's friendly, and
Oh boy.
it wants to help us.
I'll bet it doesn't.
Is it maybe a bigger light finger?
Hey girl.
So, actually, that's a good question. Talia, you have Lightfinger with you. You want to ask him about this room?
Yeah, so. Oh yeah, I forgot. We should have been asking him questions. What the hell?
You guys are just exploring rooms, and you have this rat that can tell you what's going on in these rooms.
Man.
Um.
Oh, I see a cat.
Yeah, I want to ask. No, you can't slobber on my notebook. The hellhounds have awoken.
Oh, the hellhounds are there.
Oh no, are my
Yeah.
10 years up?
What?
The
I
10
said, oh,
years.
no. Are my 10 years up?
I guess yeah. I want to ask Lightfinger what these areas are. Why is like this one obviously occupied and oh god, there he goes. This one's
He's-
occupied.
Yeah, you
and
like
the others
ask.
aren't.
You like ask Lightfinger about it because you notice that the door is locked, and Lightfinger's like, that's where they keep them.
Really?
The walking corpses? The one they fill to the brim with that gas? That's where they keep them. Well, part of them anyway.
Are they? So they're. So they're not friendly.
Oh no, not at all. Like last time, some of the followers of Miracle were kind of, letting them roam around, and one of the the Fist of Bane got hit by one of their blasts, and there were parts everywhere. It was pretty scary.
There's more than one in here?
Oh yeah, they probably, I think last time I saw there were like 3 of them inside. Not great. But they do a lot of, I still remember that Fist of Bane exploding all around. It was pretty bad.
Okay, so guys, we're gonna skip this.
Okay.
What's up? What's going
And
on?
by the way,
What's,
why this
what's
conversation's happening, Talia is just talking like a rat to this rat as you guys are.
We're just hearing like.
Yeah, you
I
guys are just
wasn't sure
staring.
if I was talking normal and the rat was going like the little squeaks.
No,
or-
you're
I'm squeaking too.
you're
Okay,
squeaking
cool.
too as you're. It's kind of like parcel tongue with the Harry Potter universe, but yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So yeah, I ended up looking at them and I'm like, so this is apparently where they keep those corpses, and there's like 3 of them in here, and I think we should just leave this door.
Oh, but your friend told you this?
Please don't open the door.
And then you hear the moan like, and you hear the door kind of like being banged, like somebody's knocking on it, kind of trying to get out. And you see like a hand kind of like protruding from, trying to protrude underneath, trying to get out as you get close by.
Gigi. Stop it.
It's such a bad idea that I'm not gonna do. Anyways, so that's this door right here.
Yeah, the one in the south. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll go to the other door and
Alright.
check it out.
Other
Since
door,
everyone-
other door is not locked, so you can open it if you. Can
I'll open it slowly.
All right.
That was too fast. Make it
Sorry.
slower.
Hey, what do you want me to do? So as you open this door, you see that there's kind of like a clearing, and then another door going. It's semi-open. So you what like kind of like semi-open. So you see a little bit of light coming into, like going into that door, and you see a staircase to the bottom, to like a flooded area. What do you do? How are you guys moving through this area? Are you being stealthy? Are you being? I'm just curious.
I would like to be stealthy since we're not sure if there's anyone else here.
Okay. Do you can you guys all, are you guys all going stealthy?
I'd probably be going stealthy.
Rika would definitely be going stealthy.
I will
Yes.
attempt to stealth with the group.
I will attempt to stealth with you.
All right,
I
let's
agree with them.
This
I'm
will go
gonna try.
poorly.
let's do a group stealth check. Everybody roll me stealth.
I'm so sorry.
If more than enough of you got over this difficulty class in my mind, then you should be fine.
Whoa, Anne.
Look at me.
Oh my god,
Wait.
double like just on the both.
Hang on. I set mine to disadvantage, but it didn't work, so I'm just gonna roll again. My armor's disadvantage. So.
Yeah.
Mine too. That's why I'm like, look at
Yeah.
me.
Oh hey.
Oh
look at
wow. Okay.
Claudius are really not great at this, but we're
You
trying.
know what? You
Hey,
should,
I'm
Claudius.
consistent.
I should make a rule that if you get like doubles, you should just get an advantage, like an inspiration point
Roll a
for
third.
that. Roll a double on your d20s and you get an inspiration. So I'm gonna get you Dan and Claudius inspiration.
Aw, thank you. Do I get like, am I melting like to the? I go like, okay guys, we're going stealth mode. I'm one with the wall, and I disappeared.
You're like essentially.
Go.
looking around the corner. As you're going down the staircase, very, stealth wise, you notice that the area is flooded. So you start to see some water in that area.
Okay.
And you notice that there's kind of like a little opening that goes up north to another flooded room, and then south you notice that there's like a hallway that's kind of been caved in, but then there's like stairs protruding on the south. As you are getting closer, you hear somebody kind of like breathing, like, so you hear that there's like a presence, but they haven't noticed you yet as you get closer to the hallway.
I go like, and try to get.
Could you describe it for the people who didn't see you in the camera as you
Come
did
on. I go quietly and say, "There's people there. Let's try to catch them." And I move as stealthy as I can to see what it is or who it is or.
Okay. You feel the presence. You don't know. You if you want to look, I'm gonna have to ask you to make another stealth roll.
Another one.
Yeah.
Let's do it. What do we got to lose?
But what does the rest of the group do with this information that Zan told you?
I mean, we knew there was. Kalia's just kind of. We knew there was going to end up being more people, probably. I mean,
Oh, we bested the.
considering
boss.
we're still missing an altar area, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Balls, right?
Merkel. You already did balls.
Oh, Merkles. Okay.
Oh, balls.
Or
of
I got
Merkel.
excited at Banes. So, I mean,
So
Yeah,
what?
my sword and shield are out.
All right. So
Not sword, mace.
So, San, as you kind of like peek through, you see like this Fist of Bane guy kind of like sitting on the staircase and just kind of like nodding like as he looks like he's a sentry, kind of like looking for like kind of on guard, but he kind of looks
Falling
like he's
asleep.
falling asleep, yeah, on his job.
oh, what's wrong?
Oh, you should definitely attack him.
Let's attack him.
All right.
He's asleep. I'm gonna.
What do you do? I'm curious.
I'll throw a javelin at him.
Okay. Roll me an attack roll and roll me with advantage because he's asleep, sorta. Where do you aim that javelin? And describe to me how you subdue this person, because I'm gonna give it to you. How do you subdue him?
I guess I'll just like throw my javelin as hard as I can to his chest.
Okay, he like, you caught him flat-footed, like he like the moment he draws breath as this javelin goes through his torso and just straight through, like it just he like coughs blood, and he's looking like all around super surprised and sees you coming in through the hallway and tries to form a sentence or something, but the javelin just, it's too much pain, and he just gasps, tries to grasp for breath, and just starts succumbing to death as he's being ran through by this javelin. So
That's how you guys do it.
he's dead.
Yes, you couldn't do that to the bear. Jeez. Still bringing the bear.
So
Okay.
yeah, he's
Is it a
dead
bear?
there on the thing.
She's never gonna live down that bear.
Nope. One bear that you let up go away.
Wasn't it I thought it was an elk that she.
Was that an elk? I
Yeah.
thought it was a bear.
No, the elk got away because we totally heard a bear. That startled the elk, and it wasn't Daniel and I screwing up. That startled the elk.
It was totally Daniel
Right.
and him screwing up.
No,
But-
and then I missed the shot because I had sand in my eye, and it was a real problem. You know, because any other time I'm a world-class hunter.
The one time they went, so Shauna, the one time they went hunting with Kalia, and
Yeah, this
Kalia
was
had
like
a,
episode 2, wasn't
yeah,
it?
yeah, and Kalia
Yeah.
had like a bad roll, and then Claudius and Daniel have never made her lift her down.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, no, you missed.
So I take my javelin out of this
This
nice
person,
innocent's chest, just so I can keep it back.
yeah. So yeah, you get your javelin back, and the sentries there, blood is pooling on the staircase, and the rat, Lightfinger, Kalia is telling you like, this is the rooms that I was telling you about, where the Fist of Bane are, where they sleep.
Okay.
Oh my god, this is the boss fight. I don't have any spells.
So this is super dangerous.
You have your level 2 disguise self. You're fine.
Use it one time. Who am I gonna disguise as? The rat?
I tell them because I told them about the Fist of Bane
Okay,
earlier and stuff. I tell them that this is the room.
where some of the
Okay,
Fist
so-
of Banes are. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Are
if
we?
So let me move. So move to the hallway, you guys, so you can see. So there's a room to the north that Lightfinger says that's where the pool of blood is, where the people of Baal hang out. There is a room to the east. So this door over here.
Mhm.
That's where the Fist of Bane sleep. So they're kind of like their barracks, if you will. And there's a room to the south. That's where the Miracle disciples of Miracle sleep. Which the rat hasn't seen anybody there in a while.
I might have missed. Was there anything about this door back here?
There's another flooded room there, but you guys didn't go to explore because you noticed that person, that sentry there.
Got it.
All right. What do you guys do?
I feel like, just in case some of them happen to be sleeping, I feel like we should do like the room to the east first.
One to the east.
That's the one where the Fist of Bane sleep. Because
Okay.
Lightfinger said that there's not many in the south. Was it the south room?
The south room, there's nothing. He says there's
Yeah.
nobody there.
Okay.
I
So
feel
we're
like
going.
just in case, like maybe some of these guys are sleeping, and we can catch them as they're sleeping before they like get up and like.
Well, if that's your idea, I think you should go first, because this armor kind of sounds a lot.
Okay, I'm going to. It's the door I'm in front of? Yeah.
Yeah. So do you want me to do you want to do a stealth check to open it?
Yes.
All right. Roll me a stealth check. Good. Kind of open the door a little bit as you're getting in there. You see these various persona, like various people, as you kind of like sneak through they're trying to make sure that no light hits the door, but in a way that you can sort of see inside. You see these 4 figures just sleeping, and you hear somebody like snoring very loudly, and it looks like they're all like just sleeping in there. It's how do you say there's like collapse. There's a collapsed crypt in the middle of the room. And they are 4 sleeping Fist of Banes, kind of like slumped against the wall, or like in some shape or fashion, sleeping around the room. Their weapons are like on the side of the room, kind of like by the north wall, but they're not near them at all.
Take the weapons.
Turn around, and I'm like, very quietly, does anybody have a spell that can clear a room? Because I'm out right.
You're a room. I
Clear
don't.
a
I
room.
don't. I don't have a spell. I
do you-
have. I have a big sword.
What do you
I mean,
mean by
yeah,
clear a
obviously.
room?
Like, they're
Like-
all asleep.
Like clear a room, like kill them all at once, or clear a room, like make a noise and scare them all away.
If we scare them away, they're gonna come to us. So we need to kill them.
How many were there? 4?
4.
What if?
Yeah.
What if 4 of us lined up to 4 of them, and we all struck them at the same time to try and kill them all at the same time?
I mean, I can hang back with my bow. I have
Raj,
lots
I
of
can
weapons.
see that you're talking, Raj, but I can't hear you in Discord.
Oh, are
Sorry.
you talking?
No, I forgot I muted myself earlier. I can.
Wow,
I've got
you
eyes on these two. I didn't want to move forward in case of risking a spell check, but I can hit them with about a 15-foot cone, but I can't tell from here if
I have one.
Good call.
Hang on, I'm looking.
Yeah, all mine. I have no spell slots.
you.
Well, I have this so I'll finally explain what the bag of beans
I
can
was
do.
about to say you have something that could work.
Yeah, one of the things that it can do is if you throw it at the ground, it explodes in a 10-foot radius. So I can throw it into the room, and it'll explode, and it'll do Well, okay, they have to make a dexterity save, but on a failed save, it does 5d4 damage. Fire
They'll
damage.
be doing it by disadvantage because they're sleeping.
You're gonna
Yeah,
get
I
it
imagine.
because they're sleeping. So I'm gonna they're sleeping.
Just throw it in there.
You want to just do it?
Just
Yeah,
do
I don't
it.
want you having magical fucking beans.
If it worked,
These can be very handy. I'm just saying.
if it worked for the daddies, it works. It will work for us.
I was gonna say, don't they do more than just explode?
Well,
They can do a lot of things. You can also plant them and water them, and then they'll do a host of things. You roll a d100, and whatever it
Okay.
lands on depends on what they might do.
Before he blows us up, that whole
Yeah,
the
y'all
corpse
should
jam
stand
and stuff,
back.
we're Gucci with that, right?
Yeah, it doesn't smell bad in that room, so it's not like you're
Ooh.
gonna
Good
kill yourselves
point.
doing this.
Good, but not that they would stop me anyway. Let's.
Yeah.
So as you're like holding up the beans, telling us, I'm like, throw the beans.
Yeah, and he's Daniel too, so I'm talking about this real reckless. I'm shaking the beans.
Yes, throw the beans.
All right, so I'll sneak, I guess,
Yeah.
next to Zan here, right behind Kalia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna step back, but my
Yeah,
token's being a bitch.
Yeah, switch places with me. Let me stand where you're standing.
All
And
right.
I'm gonna throw him and try and hit right here in the middle of the sarcophagus.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna roll me a d20.
A d20.
Yeah, just a d20.
Okay.
By the way, can you guys hear like she pants very heavily? So okay, cool.
No.
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 All
I
right.
just want to make
So
sure it's not.
you kind of like try to take the shake off the beans as you're throwing them, and most of them fall to the spot that you wanted to, but one of them falls like right in front of you.
This is my life. This is the path that I've chosen.
And immediately an explosion fills the room, and also the beam that is right next to you. You take 1d4. So let me roll. Actually,
Okay.
I'll tell you how much you take. So you take 3. You take 3 damage. What was the type of fire damage? And you kind of get like blown off the room as people kind of like move out of the way as you're kind of blown off the room. But the other beams that hit the middle of the room blow and create what is essentially a fireball spell. And you immolate all of the Fist of Bane that are in that room. Like they wake up and they just start screaming as the fire is just like consuming them, and they're like, they're just, they didn't have a chance. The moment those beams landed there, they are gone. They are immolated. But yeah, you take 4 fire damage as you're blown off the room.
4? I
Yeah.
thought it was 3. I'm gonna kind of push Zan out of the doorway and close the door behind me. We should give them a minute.
They just, you hear screamings and people
Give them
die.
a minute. Give them a minute to collect themselves.
I assume that room is basically just a room of fire
Heartburn.
right
The food
now.
down here is
So
real bad.
Yeah, they're all on fire and dying.
yeah. So
Glad we didn't use those for tacos.
Again, we should.
I didn't want him to have the
Tacos.
beans, and still he manages to fuck up somehow.
This is my life. That's
This is
fitting for Daniel, though. I mean,
Yeah, it is.
it's
Yeah.
real fitting. Like it worked, but not really.
I
So
guess
now that
as I hear the explosion, I'm gonna go to the other door just in case.
I bet at his house he just like left the stove on or something.
I think it was a candle. I think I left a
Mm.
candle burn in the living room.
Candle burning.
Wow.
What are you gonna do? I have
I
lots of money
want-
though, Claudius. Don't worry about me.
Oh yeah.
I want to open the door to the south. I know
Okay.
Lightfinger said like there's no, but I want to see what's in it.
Okay. Before we continue, we're at hour 30. Do you guys want to take a break or you want to continue? I always want to check just before we continue.
I need to grab my water bottle really quick, but
Yeah, I'll actually.
I don't need a full break. It's up to
Now
you
that
guys.
they're up, I'll see if they have to go outside.
Okay, so should we do
Right.
break?
Yeah,
All right.
let's do a break.
So we'll do a little break and then we'll continue. All right.
All right.
All right, I'm going to pause the recording. And we're back. So
We're back.
you wanted to explore the south room. I already opened it for you.
Okay.
Um,
cool.
So there is 4 flickering torches that illuminate like the crypt in this room. In the middle is occupied by like an open stone sarcophagus, and the sarcophagus is just full of humanoid skulls and bones,
Yeah.
which makes
Right.
sense for the Merkle side of the cult. And you see 6 dusty bedrolls that are like all around the floor around it. But nobody's there. It's a bunch of skulls and the bedrolls.
But you said they're dusty though, like no one's used them.
They look like they've been they haven't been used in a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm gonna go back over here with Zan.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing about this other door that nothing has come rushing out of yet? I just wanna
Yeah.
point out.
After the explosion,
mean-
yeah.
Do we want to slowly open it and send like Lightfinger on?
Are you sure you
Or
want?
can
what if-
Lightfinger just fit under the door?
I mean, if he's been there before, he probably has a way to go in or out.
It's the north or
Yeah.
the south door?
The north one.
The north door?
Lightfinger.
Can we listen at the door?
You can, yeah. If you wanted to do if you listen to it, you have to do a perception check. So what do you guys want to do?
Hey, Lightfinger, do you have any like secret little entrances
Um.
into this room?
Yeah. Sure. I can check. Do you want me to look inside?
Yeah,
Alright,
that would be amazing.
And then he just, pops from your shoulder and just scurries on and goes inside.
Guess now
And
we
you
wait,
wait.
guys.
You wait like for like he there's like a little kind of like a door, like underneath the door. He kind of like can move his bones a little bit. It's all cartilage anyway, and he kind of like squeezes through it. And then you wait like a minute or so, and then he kind of comes back, and he's like, there's someone, there's just there's this sarcophagus that I told you with like that pool of blood, but then there's somebody like behind the sarcophagus, like an old lady. She doesn't look like one of them. Anyway, there's only one person inside.
Okay. I tell them I think the coast is clear. There may be a like a friendly injured older I don't know if she's injured, friendly person. And I slowly open the door.
Okay. The door, and I will describe to you. As you're coming in to this room, you see the following. So you see the four flickering torches on wall scones around the room, and then you see a partially collapsed crypt, and then that sarcophagus in the middle is filled to the rim with blood, and there's a little bit of spillage streaking to the sides of the sarcophagus and pulling around the base. And you kind of see like an old lady kind of like peeked her head up from the behind the sarcophagus and then kind of hides again as she sees you coming in. What do you do?
We mean no harm. Are you? What's your name?
Roll me a persuasion.
Persuasion.
He's like, she kind of like puts her head above the like behind the sarcophagus a little bit and kind of says, don't look like them. My name's Nebra, dear.
Nebra?
Yeah.
Okay. We're not them. What are you doing here?
Oh my god, I'm so glad you're not them. I was taken by them. I was taken here. I was supposed to I'm essentially I've been their slave essentially. It's been awful. They've treated me horribly.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Insight check?
Alright, roll me insight.
I gotta find it.
Can I do inside check too? Cause
Yeah.
I don't like old ladies.
You don't like old ladies.
Fuck.
Yeah, but
Do you see her?
don't
Did I
like-
put her on the map? Do you see her?
Oh,
No,
No.
she's not there.
Let me bring her to
natural
the.
20.
Sorry, I should have put her on
We're
the.
talking to a ghost.
There she is. There she is. All right.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Real glad I rolled a 20 because my other one was a 3.
You lived well.
You rolled.
Actually,
You roll both both
Rolls
sides of
tonight
it.
have been so good.
Got a 20
Yeah.
and a 1.
At least our non-combat rolls
So-
have been good.
So
Yeah.
This is what happens to me though. Is like, I do pretty well here, but if something happens, I'm done.
Yeah.
So-
when it matters.
Daniel, you notice as you know she's talking about, giving her story about being, the way she's being with the Dead 3, you notice some weird flickering from her clothes, like very subtle, like it's very hard, like anybody could miss it, but you notice it as she's talking because you're not really trusting what she's saying, and you kind of look around her visage and you see like a little bit of flickering to the, like, I don't know, like a distortion in the image
Glitch in the Matrix?
of her, like part of her clothing.
Okay, I'm gonna relay that information directly to Kalia, and I'm gonna hold Melf's acid arrow in case something goes down.
All right. And then she kind of finishes her story, and she's like, they've enslaved me and made me do unspeakable things. It's been horrible.
Did they take you here alone?
What?
Did they take you here alone?
Yes.
Or were you captured with others?
They've captured and killed many people. It's been horrible.
But you were taken alone.
Here, yes. I don't know. They're very they're deranged. I don't understand why they would, they would like to enslave me and do and make me do their bidding. I really don't get it. I'm just a florist. Been a nightmare.
Just the florist.
Just a
I'm trying to think.
I'm thinking that it's about to go down. Like,
I'm thinking.
The only person that hasn't been tied up to a wall.
yep,
That is true.
beaten.
So they just left you in this room?
It's I don't. Yeah, they would leave me. They leave me here to take care of their things. They don't. They sometimes they go into this pool to take baths in blood. It's disgusting, but they always essentially make me take care of their things, make me wash their clothes, their items. It's been awful.
What does her body look like? All the other ones have been beaten. Is she clean?
She looks like she has rags on her. She doesn't look like beaten or anything like that. She looks
Okay, so she
frail,
doesn't
like a
have, like,
frail
visible-
old body, but no visible like injuries on her.
Okay. Alright, well, it's strange that they haven't hurt you?
I mean, they've been very, they've been awful. They've practically enslaved me.
Sure they did. Okay, let's see here.
Please,
Are we filtering into the room or are we hanging back?
I'm gonna enter
you guys
the
decide.
room.
I'll move in because I'm holding that shot.
Please help me. I'm begging you, adventurers. Just take me out of here.
It's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. I take out my
So-
sword, but I don't. It's not for like. I look at the blood because I'm afraid that someone comes out of the blood. And before I get
Blood
close to her,
looks
anyone wants to
old.
do anything.
What?
Does the blood look old? Like, is it congealed or does it look pretty fresh?
It looks fresh, like it's just a pool.
Uh-huh.
So you take out your sword. She's like, what are you doing?
I don't know if there's something like in that blood.
Oh, they sometimes take baths in there, but there's nobody there right now.
Are you sure? How can you be sure?
I mean, I've been here this whole time, but you can check with your sword if you would like.
Just hang on.
I raise my mace and point it towards her,
Mm-hmm.
and I ask, "How would you clean this off? I got all this blood on it earlier."
She's just stammering. She doesn't know.
You said you cleaned things. They
Um,
must get blood on everything. You gotta be an expert.
Yeah. Why are we talking about this? Let's just get out of here. Like,
Just thought
So-
maybe it could be helpful.
The sarcophagus it's like filled with blood, right? Like it's like a
yeah, filled to the
giant
brim.
dish
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
And it's stone, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we might get some on our feet, but I can use mold earth to like break a part of it off because it's stone and drain it, so we can see what's in it.
Well, I was actually going to cast to try to, I don't know, scare her a little or see what her reaction was going to be. I was going to do thaumaturgy,
Mm-hmm.
and I was going to do the harmless tremors in the ground to see what her reaction would be to, like, there being tremors in the ground.
Okay. All right, so you're gonna do that?
Yeah.
All right, so as you cast that, and the room starts to feel like it's trembling, you see her like just kind of like a cat-like reflex that you think, whoa, this is an old lady. Like, how is she, like just
Nimble.
so nimble? And she's like looking all around, like as the room is kind of moving around, and you guys feel the same. I don't know if Kalia told you the strategy earlier or whatever, but
I didn't. I just
We're all
kind of
standing in front of
looked like
yeah.
I'm gonna do something.
What the
yeah.
hell's going on in here?
So
All right.
Like-
Uh,
looks like there's tremors going on in Baldur's Gate. We should get out of here. This is not a good place to be when
Why do you want
there's
to get
like
out
a.
of here so bad?
I've been enslaved. I've been here for
Oh, that's
weeks.
Right.
I mean, we all kind of want to
Um,
get out of here,
so
right?
what did they? What did? I'm just gonna go ahead and use mold earth, and I'm gonna break a corner off of that sarcophagus and just drain the blood onto the floor. I want to know if there's something in there.
Okay, so the as you say, the part of the sarcophagus kind of like breaks off, the blood starts draining out, and you see her immediately like, no, and then kind of like she kind of like retrieves.
Why not? And I'm gonna. I'll at that point I'll hold Melf's acid arrow again, and I'll put my hands in such a position that I could cast it quickly if the need should arise.
Okay, and you see like you see like her just kind of like, oh, sorry, it's I was they told me to take care of this place, and you're destroying it, but whatever, let's just get out of here. You guys are here to rescue me, right?
Does it upset you that
So-
I drained your blood onto the floor? And I'm gonna like stomp in the puddles of blood. Does that upset you?
Would
Could we just get out of here? And you see her like greeting her teeth.
would
Yeah.
my upbringing in Elturel and training, would I know that a lot of demons are able to see through illusions?
No, I would say about you could know about illusions, but you don't know much about demonology, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
So
No, I had a thought about bringing Jerry in as a
Oh, like as a to size her up.
yeah, but
Good
no,
old Justin.
drop that.
Kalia is. I'm tired of this. She doesn't like to be fooled around. So
Alright.
she's gonna walk up to her and offer her start offering her a hand and be
Mhm.
like, okay, well let's go ahead and let's get you out. And as I get closer to her, I would like to pull out my dagger and stab her with it.
Okay. So as you pull her
It's
close,
about to go down.
as you pull her closer and you kind of like moving around to and she's like, yes, thank you, I thank you for seeing reason, I don't understand what's going on, and then you immediately like you jerk around and you stab her in the back, and like her facade, like whatever illusion she was using, starts fading away, and you start seeing this cloak figure you know, kind of revealed themselves, and you see that it's somebody, you know, like a somebody that has like the markings of a skull of ball like on their face, and and they're like super surprised that you just stabbed them in the back. They try to reach for their knife in their belt, as you know, you kind of like drive through the blade, and then you kind of like push them through, and you drop them on the ground, and they're just there. It's like, how did you know? And then they just like plump, and they're on the ground bleeding, dead.
Oh, they're dead?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, you
Oh.
stab it. Yeah, you just ran them through the dagger. Like you're sneak attacked.
Alright.
Look at you.
Wait,
I'm like, what did you do to the little lady? Old lady.
And then
Does
you
that
saw
look
the
like an old lady?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
he
I
knew
definitely
nothing
knew that.
about cleaning.
what is
Right?
I'm curious what this Rika. How does Rika react when like the lady, you know, this old lady comes and with Kalia, and then Kalia just stabs her in the back.
I think Rika's impressed because she was kind of staying back, kind of holding up the back.
Mm-hmm.
So she didn't really catch a lot of what happened early on. So she was actually, I think, immediately felt like, oh, we need to rescue this woman. So there was definitely a moment where she saw her stab her and she was like, what the fuck is she doing? And then realized like, oh, okay. So I think, yeah, what is the Dragon Age? Like Rika appreciates that.
Oh yeah. There's like there was like until like not like in the
Like,
Telltale games.
you gain respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Rika's
With
gonna
Rika.
remember that.
Yeah, Rika will remember that,
Yeah.
but in a good way. Yeah.
I'm gonna immediately run up and search the body.
All right.
Rika is also she's now just looking at the sarcophagus that was filled with blood, like
Okay.
to see if
So you guys, Daniel and Rika, roll me investigation checks. The token has the check action. Yes.
ouch.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Aw.
So you guys look around the room. So first off, the person that you murdered, Kalia, has 15 EP on them, and then Rika and Daniel, you each find a footlocker in the room.
Okay.
And they look pretty battered and worn. It looks like they've been used a couple times. And there's so you found those, and there's another one. There's a third one, but it's padlocked. As you go through them, there's just like a bunch of clothes and stuff that presumably belong to the Reapers of Baal. So you don't know, but so there's nothing like of value. Just a bunch of old clothes. But you do find that footlocker that's padlocked.
Do they look like cultist robes? Like,
Yes.
could they be potentially a disguise?
Yes.
All right.
The foot locker,
think-
like just like a wooden foot locker.
Yeah.
Should we
I'm gonna
maybe
smash
wear
it
these
with
on the
my
way
long
out?
sword. I mean, we killed everybody on the way in.
But there could have been more out that haven't come back in yet, remember?
Well,
But
Jimmy
Jonas said
told
there
us-
might be flames nearby too. though.
yeah,
Yeah.
We don't want them to shoot us on the way out when we step back out onto the street.
Okay. Fuck.
What are you thinking?
Speaking of flames, is that fire still going in the other room?
Oh yeah, it's
Most of it. Yeah, I mean,
it's gonna continue for a little bit.
No, because there's some partial flooding, damn it. I was trying to figure out a way to, like, as
Just
we're
catch the
leaving,
whole
like,
place.
catch, yeah. But it's not going to work because there's some flooding and stuff, so it'll end up dousing
Pretty
the fire.
damn
anyway.
What's
Okay,
your
never mind.
goal?
here.
And we're
Just
underground,
avoid-
right? So it's not like there's a structure that we could catch on fire. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So I guess. This
So
is it,
how
guys?
many cultist robes would you say that there are available in the 2 unlocked
Probably like
lockers?
4 enough for all of you. If you want, all of you wanted to dress up as cultists.
I think Rika just starts tossing everyone a robe. Like, put this on. Whether or not anyone puts them on is a different story.
I can't
But
remember.
like-
Did we do this on the pirate ship? Not the pirate ship, but the ship that we were on? Or
No.
I used
Okay.
disguise self to try and look like Zaj.
Yeah.
That's
That
probably what I was
didn't turn
thinking
out
of.
real well. It backfired
Yeah.
horribly.
Nope. Was horrible.
But I am gonna use my longsword to try and smash open the chest, the footlocker.
Alright, roll me
Rika helps.
alright, roll me
Possible.
roll me a strength check with advantage.
Cool.
I'll throw the cultist robe into my
Inventory.
satchel.
Yeah, I will too. I don't think I'm going to put it on.
We'll probably see them.
Wait, what?
This is.
You
Oh.
Oh man, my help really helped.
you try so you kind of like show, it's like, here, you bash it this way, like you're trying to show Daniel like you bash it this way, and Daniel kind of like takes the long sword and tries to bash it the way Rika does, but like, I don't know, he kind of lost his footing. It just doesn't hit it in the right way to like get it. It is
Man, that
it is cut enough that you could potentially bash it again and get it get into
hurt, it hurt my wrist. I'm not doing that again. Someone else.
Nerd!
I think Rika,
never
not
put
wanting to
Elturel
like
until this
humiliate
point in your
herself,
life.
looks at Zan
Bring my
and
mace
is
around.
looks at Sam and
Rika.
what?
Yeah, Rika not wanting to humiliate herself, the way that Daniel did is like, hey Zan, do you want to give this a try?
Sure.
Alright.
mean,
Roll me a strength check.
Brand, that's not really. Told you.
I'm gonna give it advantage because it's almost open. So you manage to bash in through the padlock, and you open the footlocker, and you see that there is some correspondence on the, like, a couple of letters in the footlocker, but nothing else. And you pick up the letters and you see they are all they're all like addressed to somebody named Vaz. What do you do?
Ass.
Vaz, Vaaz.
I'll keep some of the letters. Hide them.
Do you want to read them or to the group, or
No, I was gonna take him.
Are you just gonna take them, not read them? What does the rest of the party do?
I mean, we were standing right here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep them back. I'm like, I thought they were like evidence.
I mean, you can have them, but I just want to know what they say.
Oh, you are so. Oh my god. All right, sure. Just go ahead.
Are you
Read it.
gonna read that?
Go ahead, read it.
All right. So it says the following. So you see the first missive, and it says, "Vas, know ye that these missives are inscribed by my hand at Vathampur Manor, passing through holy hands directly from the shield of the hidden lord, which speaks with the true voice of Gargath, once lord of Avernus and treasurer of hell, the outcasts, and legatus of the dark gods. Seek ye the blood of the holy orders of Elturgard. That is the commandment of this hour. Let he great work which has begun in the light of the companion be completed here under the aegis of the dark gods. Vathampur shall remain within her manor for this time, for she has mighty work to do, and must consult constantly with us in this pursuit. But just as she has given unto you the temple of your forefathers, so you shall obey the fruit of her loins. Her 3 sons speak with my voice, and work to our common cause." Signed, TK. That's the first correspondence. So let me put that in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
PK, did those letters mean anything to Rika or?
I think I had mentioned it out loud last time that we have come across the TK that was, what was it, like?
Davius Krieg?
Yeah. That's a
Yeah.
TK that we happen to know.
Does that have something to do with
Out of
Joshua?
curiosity, I don't obviously have, like, I don't know exactly what it said, but I still have that letter that was signed from Vaz.
Which,
Do you happen to... There was a letter that I found...
you want to copy paste it on the chat? So if you want
Yeah.
to discuss it with the group?
Yeah,
Session 9?
because now that we have, like, letters to Vaz, I don't remember what... It was when we... It was, like, when we were meeting Rika, I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it. I think it was session 8?
It was right before we hit level 3, I know that much.
Yeah, I'm looking for
Yeah.
it.
I've got one from session 9. I'll paste it in.
Because I had put Kieran's
oh,
holding
yeah.
down your bosom.
Yeah,
bottom
that's
of
the, I was
side.
about to paste it. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Master of Souls, I hope all things are well. I have heard about your run-in with the members of the Order of the Blood Hunters. The emissary and I hope this will be dealt with swiftly. The emissary does suggest that your minions begin dumping the bodies farther afield. He wants us to spread the terror, and it is also concerned that the park may become a security concern. Boss. I don't know if that was the letter they were going to show people, but yeah.
Yeah. I just know that I had one signed Vaz, and now that we, at the time, had no idea who the hell that was, and now that we have letters to Vaz.
There's
About
another
that-
letter too. There were 2 letters in that
Yeah.
locker. Do you want me to read the next one?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next one says, Vaz, Duke Portier will be delivering a speech at the Beloved Ranger in the Wide during an event held by the Confraternity of the Refugee Relief. Give the iron barb I have enclosed in this packet to your best assassin. I know that you will serve me well with this. Duke Salamra Vathampur.
That's a Duke, okay.
That is one of the dukes, one of the 4 dukes of Baldur's Gate,
Yeah.
plotting assassination to another duke. Clearly, like in a letter, like signed. like this would be considered like evidence of high treason in Baldur's Gate.
Honestly, we might want to give that to Zaj.
Yeah.
Oh, this time I heard the panting, and it was super cute.
She pants very loudly, so that's why
I think
like.
she has to like enter the frame to be in range of the mic, but
Okay. That's why I muted it, because I was like, I have a feeling they could hear that now.
And do you guys need a reminder who this Duke is?
I'm trying to look through my notes right
No, the
now. I
Duke
know you've heard
was-
the name, or you mentioned the name.
Yeah, I'm looking for her, but it's essentially it's
she's a relative of the cult head, right?
it's
Am I thinking the right one?
it's this one. This is the
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so she's the matriarch of the Vatanfer family. She's one of the High Dukes of Baldur's Gate, and one of the Consuls of Four.
Yeah.
So it's one of the Dukes opening, essentially plotting assassination to another.
Rude.
Wow.
Did you pay? Can you paste the
Oh yeah,
text
sorry.
of that one again?
Sorry. And for the people, the people who are from Baldur's Gate, the Beloved Ranger, is an area. It's kind of like a courtyard with a statue in the middle, and the statue is kind of like a homage statue to Minx, the Beloved Ranger. He's a legendary ranger who helped Baldur's Gate in their time of need many years ago.
Out of curiosity, because
Mhm.
I don't really know what it would look like, is the iron barb that's in the letter, is that black steel blade spear thing that I have?
No, the Iron Barb. You don't. You don't know what they're talking
haven't
about.
seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's not like there wasn't like something attached to the letter, but something called the Iron Barb is needed for
Okay.
said assassination, but it's not there.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
I didn't know if it happened to be that spear or whatever.
Mhm.
Okay.
How are we getting out of
Yeah.
here?
Well, I mean, I guess we're just going the way we
Mark-
came, right? I
Mark-
mean,
Yeah.
there's no other.
We'll just go back the way you came.
So you have a couple of ways. You can go back and search that room with like a bunch of,
Yeah.
like flooded room over there. You can keep exploring there. You also have, there was a door you didn't open all the way to the back, the Merkle door. Remember there were like 3 doors?
Oh yeah, because it was like super overwhelming, the smell or something. I
Yeah.
don't think we
Well,
opened that.
no. That one was this guy over here. That you guys went into that room the other way. I'm talking about this door over here.
Oh. Gosh, I could barely tell there's a door there.
I forgot.
So that was the one with the
Where?
face of
I can't
Merkle.
even see on my
So
map.
if you zoom out,
God.
I'm gonna mark them. If you zoom out, you're gonna see the marks.
Okay.
I can't properly, but I'll trust your.
So
you
yeah,
other guys.
there's that hallway that you can go through to that flooded
We haven't
room.
been over there this session at all because
Yeah.
it's not uncovered on my
Yeah.
map.
So we can
It
go
was very
here,
early on.
or we could go here.
Yeah.
I would say here first, just because
Yeah.
we're closer.
So the flooded room.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys start converging on the flooded room, and I will discuss to you.
Rika hangs back and takes off, seeing that nobody put the cultist robes on. She takes hers off and stuffs it in her bag.
It's like
Real quiet and
Yeah.
I thought,
So we're not doing this? Oh, okay.
I thought this was a good idea. So as you get into this flooded room, there's it's 10-foot wide flooded passage. and it's braced with like wooden beams. There's a door to the east that can be seen as you're coming up the corridor, and there's echoes coming from the north. You hear flashes of steel, like steel, like somebody is having a duel with swords.
One having a duel.
Yeah, like somebody's parrying with a sword or something.
A fight.
Mhm.
Oh well, I'm no help. I couldn't open a box.
You tried really hard.
And I got so far.
You did?
At the end,
It didn't even
Doesn't
matter.
even matter.
Hey, you're still rich.
True. But my money can't buy strength.
Can't buy a lot of things because it ain't real.
oh my god.
You don't.
I mean-
So I
know
guess
that.
I guess I look around.
You look at-
I've heard about some items. You might be surprised about buying strength.
I mean, I've heard about some items too, but they're, you know.
So this conversation's happening as you guys are walking into the
Yep.
float room.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's what we've decided to talk about while we're walking
So
potentially.
where
And
was
they-
that thinking coming from?
It's coming from the
The-
north, from this side. You're kind of
Okay.
peeking into it right now. So, do you guys follow the noise, or do you go to the door on
Yeah.
the east?
Sure.
Oh yeah,
gonna
we
follow the
follow
noise.
the noise.
Follow the noise. All right. So as you're going, you hear the clinking noise of people fighting. You kind of like look through, and you see the following scene. You see beyond that hall, a flooded chamber opens up with like a run-hemmed steps climbing to the south, north, and northeast. You see that the floor buckles up above the water line in the middle of the room, forming like a small island. And there's like corpses all around the island, so it looks like there's been like a big fight and some casualties. And on top of that island, there's two men that are circling each other with like weapons bare, and they're kind of like attacking each other. One of them is parrying them. One of the men is a tall, unarmored brute with like a great axe, and it has like a scar face, and he's towering above his opponent. And then the opponent is a smaller figure. He's muscular and bare-chested. He has a bloody dagger in one hand and a torch in the other. And the peculiar thing about this guy is he has no flesh covering his skull,
What?
and he's just fighting this guy, and they're just both fighting and essentially trying to kill each other. What do you guys do?
Oh,
Well, so which one do you think is good and which one do you think is bad?
well, weren't we just? Lightfinger told us that the flaming fists were coming, or was it? I think it was Lightfinger. Somebody told us the flaming fists were coming.
The imp told us.
Jonas.
Yeah, Jerry. That's
Jerry.
right. Fucking Jerry.
Joshua.
Well, considering, aren't flaming fists big ass dudes?
They're uniformed, right? Can we tell
Yeah.
from...
He is not wearing a flaming fist uniform.
Man,
Are they both in
The
rows?
bare-chested guy.
The
the
guy,
big guy.
the big guy, this
Big
guy.
guy.
15, 20, 20. I'm just gonna
Do
go
they
for it.
see us?
They haven't seen you guys. You have an opportunity here. Essentially they haven't seen you guys, they're busy trying to kill each other.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna cast a Melf's magic arrow. I'm gonna intertwine my hands and pull a green arrow out. And I'm
Okay.
gonna shoot it at the guy with the skull face. I'm just gonna go for it.
All right, do it.
It's probably bad.
Let's see.
Real bad.
Damn
It's real
it.
bad.
The one. Okay, that definitely missed.
I got on a +6.
And it sprayed like, on the wall, the acid arrow. That's That's actually, I'm gonna give you advantage because it was a surprise attack. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna give you advantage on that roll, just because it's your last spell slot, and I don't want to be mean.
I mean, it was surprise.
Really appreciate your mercy. It means a lot.
So roll me damage, and I will tell you what happens. That's the only drawback. I will tell you what happens.
Oh wait, I forgot what the damage was.
Just click the thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just click the MILF acid arrow
Oh, that's right.
under your draw.
Do we need to roll initiative?
Oh, I'm about to, but we'll just hold off for a second.
I see you putting them damn names in there.
Yeah, I'm just getting things ready, and let me zoom in here so that people at home see what's going on here. Okay, so 13 acid. All right, cool. So you see this guy kind of they're both fighting each other, and which, by the way, let me show you guys how they look so that you can get, because you're only seeing their handouts. Sorry, you're only seeing their tokens. You're not seeing their handouts.
Right.
So this is the guy. This is the dude that you're seeing with the scarred face.
Oh, he looks friendly.
Yeah, and then this is the other guy you're seeing.
Oh yeah, definitely would have.
Okay.
Okay.
And at the end of his next turn, he takes 2d4 acid damage.
Okay, so you throw your acid arrow and he just hits it, like, he's fighting this other guy. He has the upper hand. He's about to finish him off, and then the arrow just hit him squarely in the chest, like, it sprays acid on him, and just, he takes 13 acid damage. Let me take his damage off him. And he just hisses, and he, like, you hear a very like a pain scream, and he's like and he's like, so you brought friends, eh, Morthok? A little late to the party, aren't they? And he just stabs him in the stomach as he's on top of him, and then he just jumps out, and like he's kind of recovering, and he's about to head north to like this staircase that's up north. Everybody roll me initiative.
Right.
Oh man,
Oh,
I've expended all my good rolls for the night.
You weren't lying
Don't be
earlier.
only
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna happen. It happens to me every time.
every single time.
Yeah, it looks like all of us have.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd rather have a low roll on an initiative than like a attack roll.
Yeah, I know. That's true.
True.
Let's get him out right now.
All right. So yeah, this guy is about to jump. Well, I'm gonna say he jumped and he started moving to the north.
If he's moving, can we get an opportunity attack? Like, can I like?
I'm just gonna say he made it like halfway to here, and
Okay.
that's when the round started. So okay, so let me sort. And
The other
then-
guy's dead.
No, the other guy's stabbed. Like he's I'm gonna say he's bleeding
hurting,
out.
but he's not dead.
I'm gonna say he's
Okay.
bleeding out. He's not unconscious, but he's bleeding. Like he's about to die if he doesn't
I'm
get
just seeing
stabilized.
that marker on him. I'm not
Yeah.
sure what that means.
I'm gonna, sorry, not that marker. I was gonna put this guy. So he's like almost dead.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say you guys are all over. Let me make a drawing, so you guys can put yourselves around. Where?
Okay.
So all of you put your tokens in that square that I just set up. Oh, now I can't see you.
It will not let me move.
Now I can't see you for some reason.
Really?
Is it because of the drawing? Let me take out the drawing. Give me a second. Let me refresh my screen.
You couldn't see us even after you removed the drawing?
No, I can see you as a DM. The dummy account,
ally.
dummy ally can't see you guys, and that's the one that the stream can see. So that way you don't see all my notes and stuff. But yeah, for some reason I can't see you right now. So let me make sure that all the tokens have control, that I have control of them. Because yeah, sometimes that happens where because I'm supposed to, as the spectator, I'm supposed to have control over all of you. And for some reason it went away. So I just gotta fix that real quick. Give me a second while I fix that. Sorry. Let's see if it shows up. Okay, I can see Kalia. Just can't see the light. And your token has vision. You can see, right?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on here. I'm supposed to be able to see. So I'm gonna create a token real quick, and then that'll be our cameraman. Something happened here. Here, I'll make this guy our cameraman. And then let's see. Make it so I can control him. There we go. Now I can see all of you. All right, cool. Just ignore the camera guy over here. I'm gonna put like this for technical difficulties. All right, let's go.
He's filming us. He's just,
Yeah, he's just filming you guys. All right. All right. So the first one on the list is the guy who's bleeding out. So I'm gonna roll a death save for him. So give me a second while I do that. Yeah, he's not doing well. That was a failed death save. So if you want to go next, Daniel, you're up on the turn order.
Do I try to help this guy? What do I do? Okay, I have no spells, so if I'm gonna attack, I have to run up to the skull thing and try and swing at it, which is a great idea when you're a wizard.
Sorry, I'm taking out the turn order because for some reason the turn order is the thing that's screwing up the vision.
Oh, weird.
weird.
Yeah, because it just went back and did the same thing. Anyway, what were you gonna do?
I was thinking out loud.
All right, while you're thinking, Rika, you're on deck, so you're gonna go after Daniel.
Okay, I'm just gonna do something stupid. I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna move to the skull guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna swing at him again with my long sword. I'm gonna swing two-handed.
All right.
And, see if I can put myself in a terrible situation. Oh, come on, man.
And yeah, he like nimbly gets out of the way, and he's like just so you were the one who threw that acid thing at me, and he just tries to.
I would never do that.
He tries to lunge at you with his knife, but I'll let that for his turn. Rika, you're up.
Yeah, seeing him lunge at Daniel, Rika runs up to him and using her rapier tries to kind of thwart that attack and swing at him.
All right.
With one hand, which I think gives me a +2 global damage modifier.
All right. That's a hit.
So I think that +2 is just added to the 19, I think. But
Okay.
yeah, if it hit either way. So then I think it's 10 piercing damage.
All right. So yeah, you're able to like stuck the land like as Vaz was about to stab Daniel for you were able to stab him in the like in his stomach, but not like get him and like running through entirely, like just hit him on the side and cut him on the side. And he just like screams at you again, and like, you know, he's about to you know, he's about to now he's re-aimed his attempts to you essentially. All right,
Good.
Claudius, you're up.
All right. I will. Let me see how far I can go. All right. I'm going to be idealistic and make the leap of judgment that the guy fighting against the guy wearing a skull mask is probably friendly to us.
Okay.
And I will throw a cure wounds at him.
All right, he's stabilized immediately. So roll me the hit points so I can give him the hit points. All right.
Ooh, that was a lot better.
He's like, he's like, you know, kind of recovering and kind of trying to stand up. And he's like, thank you, and you know, like, just basically thank you as he's trying to stand up again to join the fray. Kalia, you're up.
I am gonna move to right about here.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to use my longbow
All right.
against Bat.
So that's a hit.
Hell yeah. I'm
But-
aiming.
I was just gonna say, don't roll damage because the arrow hits him like straight in the chest, and he's like ah, and you see kind of like, I don't know, like he's some fortitude that he's calling from or something. So he's using his unstoppable ability and reducing essentially any damage he takes from an attack to 0. So yeah, that's an ability he has. So you could roll it if you want, but it's gonna get wasted. I don't want you to.
It's more painful to know.
Yeah.
We can assume you rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Fair.
I'm gonna assume my arrow just like flew right through him.
Yeah.
Nothing ever happened.
So he like snaps the arrow, but like I guess he keeps part of it there, and then he because it's his turn now, he turns to Rika, and then he attacks with his dagger. So he's gonna make 2 he's gonna stare at you with a stunning gaze. And you need to roll me a wisdom saving throw. Okay, that's enough. That just makes it. And then now he's gonna attack you with his dagger. 2 dagger attacks.
My AC is 15.
Okay, first one hits. You take 9 piercing damage, and the second one also hits. You take 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
Boy.
Damn.
Don't forget at the end of his turn, he still takes 2d4 acid damage.
And I'll do that right now. 2d4, you said? Do you want to roll them? That since you created the damage, you should roll them.
Sure. I shouldn't be allowed to roll anymore.
Hey, it's damage.
Oh my
like, he's not
goodness.
doing well.
Ooh.
I'm losing D&D.
Hey, you did most of the damage. I think you the reason this battle is going
no
well for you
kidding,
guys. Yeah.
That
I did
poison
most of the
arrow.
damage because you were merciful and gave me advantage. Otherwise, I rolled a 3.
It was technically a sneak attack, so
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, you know,
I gave you
Yeah.
advantage
not sneaky.
because it was a sneak attack, and I
I don't care why you gave me advantage. I'm very appreciative of it.
anyway, he ends his turn there. Zan, you're up.
I guess I go Ooga Boonga on him, cause
Boonga boonga.
reasons.
All right. That's a hit.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna use his unstoppable ability to resist your slash. So as you like go through the, go through the running with your great sword, and you just slash across him. Like you see him bleeding. Like you think this would have killed anybody. That like anyone that you have encountered, but this guy just absorbs the blow like it was nothing. Like you see blood coming out of him, but he's like, you can see a smile in his face, like just with his knives
Oh,
about
did
to
Smile. He did
yeah.
the smile. I have to do this. I'm gonna use my last spell slot.
All right, that hurts him. So I'm gonna say that hurts him. And can you describe how the divine smite works?
I guess after the slash and I saw him smile, I go, if that didn't hit, this will definitely hit, and just light comes out of where the slash was.
And he's like screaming in pain, and just like, like he looks like he's in really bad shape now. Like that the first hit didn't do anything to him, but he looks like he's in bad shape right now.
Okay.
All right. Oh,
I think
now
that's it.
okay, so now it's this guy's turn. He stands up, and he's like he's a little bit confused of what's going on. He doesn't know you guys, so he's gonna hang back and not do a thing until you guys finish up this guy. Daniel, you're up.
We're standing here, so here goes the longsword again. I hope. Where did it go? Oh, I'll just pick it over here. Two-handed.
All right. Okay.
It's real heavy.
It
You're-
does hit, because
You're flanking.
We're
you're
flanked.
flanking, so you get
You get advantage.
advantage.
So you crit.
You crit.
Oh. In that case, yeah, natural. Okay, hang on. I'm excited now. Wait.
He's like, wait, shit, my bad throw was a good one.
Okay,
Yeah. Now I
Daniel,
gotta think.
Daniel,
Yes.
how do you want to do this?
Oh, excellent. So I'll swing the sword, and I'll say that I almost missed, and I hit him low, like on his feet, and knocked him onto his back, and then I came back around and stuck it into his chest while he's laying on the ground.
And he like succumbs to the pain and just like and just like dies, and but like with the skull is kind of like looks like he's smiling, but he's like suffering, and as you're like ramming the sword through him, and he's just dead on the floor now. You managed to kill whoever this guy was.
Excellent. So,
Good job, Daniel.
well, hang on. We're not done. I'm going to pull my sword out, and I'm going to point it across the room at the other guy, and I'm going to yell at him and ask him, who he is and if we should be worried about him.
He's kind of like healed up. Claudius is right next to him, and like he's a little bit healed up, and he's like, my name is Mordlock Benthafer.
I'll have to write that down. That's
Yeah, sorry. I'll
Wait,
I'll
isn't he
I'll send you. I'll
someone
put
that
it.
we have to kill?
I'll
Do
put
what?
I'll put the hand out again because
Okay.
here he is.
Mortlock with a T.
If you're thinking of Jerry's master, it's Thurswell Van Thumper.
And him
I
too.
know.
Van Thamper.
And
or whatever.
Morlock too.
I like
He
Van
said his
Also the-
brothers. He said his brothers.
Okay.
And
So
his
I-
his family. He
Oh.
said his whole family.
I know, but we have to kill the whole family.
hmm
God damn it.
Oh, so we gotta kill Morty?
Yeah, we gotta kill Morty.
Sorry, Morty.
Wait, are you gonna? Is that what you say to him?
No, no. I'd be like,
Not-
Are we?
Not-
are we
Oh, go
killing
ahead.
Well,
him?
once we hear the
I
name,
mean-
I assume we all know that that's because everybody
Yeah.
can talk to Jerry.
Yeah.
Everybody heard Jerry.
He's
Yeah, I mean, you know.
he's like my name is Morlock Anthem. Or who are you guys?
Oh.
We were investigating the murders for the Flaming Fist. Adventurers.
Look, I helped with all of this.
Really? How?
I don't know if it was my brother who sent Buzz for me, but this smells like him, and I don't want to have anything more to do with my family. So, I'll tell you what you want to know, but just let me get out of here.
What's the brother's name?
Thurnswell. This has Thurnswell all over it.
Okay.
Okay.
So what do you want to know?
What were you doing here?
Was helping the cult. Helping them get their victims.
Okay. And who was Bass?
That guy over there. And he points at the guy who Daniel just like murdered with his
I kick.
long sword.
I kick.
Like, no shit. Like, was he like the leader of the cultist?
He was the leader of the vault of the disciples of Baal. There was 3 of them, so he's the leader of the disciples of Baal. There's Flennis, who was the leader of the disciples of Merkel. And sorry, I forgot the name of the other guy. Give me a second.
If
So I killed him, but I just want to look for his character sheet real quick. I mean, you guys killed him, so.
out of curiosity,
Mhm.
I don't know
And
who has the letters right
Jignath.
now.
Jignath is the leader of the Fist of Bane.
Okay.
I know I have like one of the letters, but I wanted to like hand him the letters and be like, what do these letters mean? Who is TK?
He like let me check what he knows. Give me a second. Want to make sure you know what he knows.
Know what he knows.
Yeah. So he's like, I don't know who this TK is. I know Mother sent me here to make sure to keep these assholes in line and continue whatever it is that she's planning, but she hasn't exactly put me in the loop. Might have better luck asking my brother.
Where can we find your brother?
He has a place, he has a bar, and I forgot the name of the bar, so I will tell you in a second as soon as I remember the name of the bar. But he has this bar and name so and so, and I will tell you the name in a second. But yeah, you can find him there, and he gives you like directions to get there. And I will tell you what the bar is in a moment. So if you want to think of another question while I get the name of the bar.
How many siblings were there? There.
He has the So he has the Thurnswell, and then he has the other dude that presumably sent you guys to kill everybody.
Okay.
Oh, Thirstwell isn't the one that sent
No.
Jerome.
You don't know who sent Jerry. You guys.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
but
thought
we
we
know
did.
that Thirstwell is his master.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's what I have in my
Yeah, 'cause
notes
I-
too.
Oh, I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
had-
Then I said the wrong name. It's not Thurnswell. It was the other brother. So I said the wrong name.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
because Master Thirstwell, and he wants out of the deal.
Sorry, I said the wrong name. So it's not Thurnswell. It's the other brother, which I will tell you his name in a second. I'm just looking for his
Okay,
for
so wait,
the name of the
Thirstwell
bar.
isn't Jerry's master?
Thurnswell is Jerry's master.
Okay.
I just messed
But
up on
the-
the name, but yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. It's his name is Amric. There we go, Amric Benthamfer.
And that's the one that has the bar?
That's the one he has the bar. Yeah, so he
Okay.
has a bar called Lantern.
Okay. And that's the one that sent Bao.
That's the
Personally sent
yeah,
Bao.
that's what he thinks.
Where's the rest of your family?
Emmeric's probably at his bar at the Low Lantern. Mom's probably at the manor. She would probably be okay with this. I'm like the reject's son. And to, take, an eye on these rabble.
Okay.
Don't you have another brother?
Oh yes, but Thurnswell's harmless. He's probably at home trying to lick mother's boots.
Oh.
Oh.
Odd. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you here. We're not supposed to let you leave. Not in one piece,
Oh.
at least. So,
Can you not?
I mean, I get it. I get it.
Well,
But, like, you
that's-
admittedly
no.
helped the cult bring people here, which is super bad. It's not good. You know?
True.
Look, this is all my family's doing. I will help whoever I need to help to assure my protection.
Okay. So you were never part of
Yeah,
this cult.
Not of the cult, no. I was just
No, but
helping
he did
them.
all the bad things, though.
No.
And
But yeah.
I mean, think about that statement too. He'll help whoever he's got to help to ensure his protection. So basically, whoever the highest bidder is where his loyalties lie. So, what if we go easy on him and then someone shows up offering him more than we could give him, and then he turns on us?
Oh no, I understand you, Daniel. I just
What happened if I called Jerry right now?
I
Yeah,
just want to
call-
know.
Call Jedediah. Let's see what he has to say about this.
You're like saying a different name every single time.
I really enjoy it. It's really fun.
Are you gonna call him, or anybody else has some input before you go down this route?
I just want to make sure.
Rika is about
understand
ready
it now.
to kill this guy. Like, just take him
Yeah,
out.
I mean,
Like, she sees no
that-
value in keeping him alive.
I don't see any value in him at all. He's already told us where to find one brother and the other brother and his mother, apparently.
Yeah, the only value I see is the 9 points I just wasted in healing him.
Fair.
Well, like, information, he
Fair.
was unconscious, so.
To be honest, you did heal him more than you healed me. Just saying.
I haven't been
You
healed at
didn't
all.
need it. But sorry, I just want to make sure I had my previous notes right. So, Jerry serves Thirstwell,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
but it's Emmerich who's the head of the Dead 3 branch that we're in.
No. So this guy, is he's supposed to be keeping watch of the Death Three, according to him. Amric
Okay.
is another brother that's in the Low Lantern, who he thinks sent Vas to kill him.
Okay.
You can ask him more questions before you murder him, I guess, if you want.
I don't. My brain is.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
I'm
so
also
is
tr- 'cause
Amric also in the cult? What's going on here?
No, look, they
Can we?
are.
Does
Look,
someone have like a? It's all wet here. You don't have any dry ground to like draw an organizational structure on.
he like you know
Don't
go,
mind Claudius. He gets stressed.
he like
He
tells you, look,
literally owes his life to me.
he's like, look, we can
I know it does. I know.
he's like, look, there's a clearing over there, and then he kind of like moves you to where there's like this little clearing, like as you go up the stairs on the southeast side of this room, there's like an area where there's like 4 chests and a cage where there's like this panther on the cage, kind of like just on the ground, kind of like looking around as you guys are coming in
Oh
to
my
try.
god, is that an ocelot?
He like the panther kind of like looks up and he like hisses, he like hisses on you, as you say the ocelot comment.
Is that? Oh, it's a kitty.
Yeah, pet it.
Uh,
I
uh,
walk.
I
I
don't know.
walk in, and I don't know. I mean, because my speak with animals is technically a spell, and I don't have any spell slots.
Yeah,
But
so
considering who this is,
I'm gonna say I'm gonna move the cameraman here because
Can
again,
you ritual cast
well,
as a ranger? I don't know. I know druids can. I don't know about rangers.
I'm gonna allow it just because of who this person is.
who this person? Hell yeah,
Who's this
it's
person?
it's a person.
It's so rangers get an animal companion after when they hit level 3, and that's her animal companion. But
I
That's
went
meta-
to
we're
I went the
metagaming.
Beastmaster route.
yeah, we're metagaming here. Anyway, I'm gonna say that as you walk in, and he's like, "Well, I like you hear the everybody hears hissing and like him and the panther growling, but you hear the words of the panther. Here, I thought this was the cavalry, and just this. I guess this is how you say, just more friends of the aloof guy. Can't make my escape this way.
I walk in. Are you French?
If you
Very
can,
rude version of French.
I would say, are you Chult? I think Chult. That's right. Yeah. He's like, wait, why? Yes, I'm from Chult. You can understand me.
Very clearly.
And you're just seeing her like just talking to the beast, like like I don't know, like a growl, like
Meowing.
like meowing, or just like how do people react at seeing her talking to the panther?
I just really think we should get her out of here. I don't think it's.
So after
She's
I cut,
like
after I cut
meowing and
the
growling.
guy's head off.
He was squeaking at a rat earlier.
Do you think she's rabid?
I don't know. Did she get bit by something?
Was
I
it
don't
that
know.
bear?
Ooh.
Quick question: Do we
You know-
do we have any more questions for him? Because I think I just killed him by accident.
Who the? Are you gonna kill him right now?
I mean, no.
He was
Okay.
gonna draw out the family tree for me, and
Okay, so he like, I'm gonna hold off on the killing just so that he can
Yeah,
draw
I
the
know.
family tree for Claudius. So he's like, look, and then he like puts on the table, like he puts like a piece of parchment, and he's like, look, my mother sent us here to keep an eye, to keep this outfit going. Essentially, the Death 3 we're supposed to take out Elturians. Anybody who was descendant of somebody from Elturel, any refugee from Elturel, they're supposed to take them out. Don't know why, but that's what my mother wants.
Well, that's half of us.
I'm really sorry, and I'm and I hope that that me coming forward with this information can serve of something to whoever you're serving. But that is essentially why the Det 3 has been operating. And Amric, my brother, he probably sent Vass here to kill me, was sending in the refugees to the Det 3. Like, he would just sell them some papers or something to get them into the city, and then the Det 3 would take care of them in the tannery.
Gonna be honest, man, you're making this decision way easier for us.
What do you mean?
No. He's not. Don't worry about it. Do you need to rest? Do you need anything? Are you okay? Like, are you feeling fine now?
I mean, I got stabbed a couple of times, so I'm not feeling that great. If you know what I mean.
Why were you guys fighting?
Well, my brother probably sent him to kill me.
Why does your brother want you dead?
Why wouldn't he? Sorry.
Probably because he wants the inheritance. That's why all my
I'm trying to decide whether or not we're gonna have a bar fight tomorrow
Oh,
at
okay.
Amaric's place. We
Most
gotta.
likely.
Is he just gonna
No, we
start
gotta
up
report to the
another
family home too.
We haven't exactly gotten along.
multi LLC?
Yeah, they haven't. My brothers we aren't exactly, the greatest of families. They've always hated me. So I guess this was his way of trying to get rid of me.
And in the end, he did got rid of you. And then I stabbed him with my sword. I'm tired of hearing you talk like that.
Nope.
I will make zero effort to stop him.
How does the rest of the party react to sudden murder of?
I think Rika
Shana,
also takes a stab at him.
Oh,
Like, let's just
boy.
make sure this is done.
Fair.
But I helped.
Man.
And then the Panther's like, "Oh, this is the cavalry."
You hate to see your work undone.
Sorry about your spell, man.
I am.
It was a really good one.
I'm
I
so
know.
sorry, Claudius, but he was nothing.
But
I
clearly
think-
he was not a good person.
I think that panther right there, it's more valuable than him.
Yeah, and that's coming from, like, me. I'm not great, and he was bad.
So yeah, he's as blood is pooling, he's they're lying on the floor. You see these 4 chests like lining out the room. You see the Panther on the corner. What do you guys do?
I'll start exploring.
Or
I'll
chests,
exploring
I
the
heard.
chests.
All right.
Yeah, I want to go
Yeah.
with one of the chests.
Well, the chests are unlocked, so as you open them, each of them holds something in particular. So the first one, the north one, holds 4,500 copper pieces and 2 red crystal vials with gold stoppers on them. So you're probably thinking this might fetch a good value in the market. And each of those, and like just the vial itself, but each of those vials contains a liquid, like a red liquid in it. And-
Alright.
And then the chest number 2 contains 10 agates, like scattered around, and there's like a 1,250 silver pieces. Let me just write all this down. Oh, well, I'll copy paste it.
Is this being
1,000?
split, or is this what we all?
Did I get that right?
Yeah, 1,250 silver pieces.
Oh, wow.
Are we splitting this, guys?
I think
Of course we are.
we're searching all together, so I think we're actually gonna have to
Yeah, I
Share
guess
for
and
once.
we're all gonna have to actually be honest because we can all see what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
wanted to ask Diego also what he's doing down there.
Oh, the panther.
Yeah.
So are you gonna talk to the panther while they're searching the chest?
Yeah.
Right. He's he's like just I was being transported by this nice chipping people. Like I don't know what they were taking me, but they took some hunters took me from my habitat, and they were transporting me, and these people were definitely a lot nicer than these cultists or whatever they were. They weren't even feeding me. I had to like rely on scraps from the rats that would came by, and you're seeing like Lightfinger just scared out of his mind, like on your shoulder right now.
I look at the panther and I'm like, don't worry about this guy, and I give him one of my rations.
I mean,
And it starts eating the ration, and just like thank you.
You're safe with me, buddy.
And like, do you mind opening the cage?
Oh shit! Yeah, of course. I
Well,
forgot he was in a cage. I thought he was just chilling there.
are we sure this? Wait,
What's going on?
okay.
He could be like endangered or something. Shouldn't we get him back to the wild?
No, he's
We could
been
be
away
in
from his family for too long. He wouldn't survive on his own.
Great.
believe that, yeah.
Speak you for yourself. I would very much like for you to return me to my wild place in Chult.
Why is he growling at me?
Wait, so you want to go home?
Yes, would you take me?
See, like that.
I mean,
And you just hear her growling.
it might be a long.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have some other things we need to do.
The-
Do you mind coming on some adventures?
I
Is it-
imagine he speaks in just the Meow Mix song.
Meow, 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 meow.
Look, if you scratch my back, I will scratch yours.
Okay, all right. I go ahead and literally scratch his back too. I'm like,
Right.
all right. You know what? I
Oh.
got you.
Oh, that's nice. Yes.
I'll take care of you.
Okay. This is a good. I think we make good decision. And as you know, you hear this exchange. Rika, you open the third chest, and you see a delicate porcelain skull mask, like resting on a bed of 2,400 copper pieces and 500 silver pieces.
Okay. Are we writing this all down?
I'm gonna
Yep.
put it all in the chat.
Okay.
And Zan, you open chest number 4, and you find there's a stash of 250 gold pieces.
A lot of gold.
I'm gonna put all this in the chat.
Is someone gonna do the math for all this, or do you want me to do it?
So basically, they're all money given to the cultists by Duke Thalambra with Amber. And you kind of see it because there's like, there's like a message on the chest, like on the table, where it's just relayed to Voss saying like, use this money to like fund your operation.
Okay.
What do you guys do? You have a panther now with you, and you're joining your party, and now you have this stash. How do you guys split it? I guess.
I suppose we can split it evenly and then leave the 2 vials.
Leave the 2
Um,
vials?
No, I mean like give the 2
Just
vials to
somebody
someone.
has them.
Yeah.
In the mask.
And the 10 agates
And
and send
Rika
gems.
inspect the mask to see if there's like if it seems, or maybe she takes it to Daniel and asks like if it seems to have any magical properties.
Uh, you can
don't
roll me
have
Arcana on it.
spells to check for it, but I'll be happy to help you later after I get some rest.
Do we have or can we just basically turn all these into gold piece equivalents, or
You can. I'm
what
gonna
I'm
let you.
doing.
We'll do that offline. Because
Okay.
we're like at the end of the session here, so
What,
we
just
can
out
do
of curiosity,
one last couple of things. Yeah.
the mask, it's just like a porcelain mask that like looks like a skull.
Yes. It
Okay.
kind of has like the features of ball on it.
Okay.
So as you look at through like each of you, like you pass around the mask, Rika. You notice that everybody looks at it. It doesn't feel magical. You think Kalia, based on your experience with the guild, you could probably fence this for like let's see how many, for like 25
You
gold
said
pieces.
25, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Alright.
and then the agates, you think you can fence them for like 10 gold pieces.
So I take one of the trunks and I sleep on it.
All right. Well, wait, like in the game, or are we gonna head out and finish up for the night to sleep?
I kind of like I'm dying here.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, same.
All right. Well, we'll finish up here. So, I mean, technically, you're done with the dungeon. We will do some things to wrap up next session, but this was the end. Like, you guys did it. Good job sneaking around and killing things.
Yay!
we did it.
We
Yeah.
did it.
We did it.
And you
Danny
got
killed someone with a
animal
bullet.
companion.
Who's gonna talk like that the whole
Why
Yeah.
does it keep
the
around with
rest
money?
of the campaign.
The rest of the campaign.
Oh boy.
I don't know,
It's
Danny.
gonna be great.
I think he doesn't like you. I think you might not have to you might have to step away from him.
I think I agree.
I tolerate this man. I don't know what he's talking about.
I
Oh
think
wait,
he
can
really
Diego
hates
like
you.
understand other people too?
He can understand everybody, but he can only talk to you.
Just can't understand him.
Oh, okay.
It's 494 gold pieces.
Nice.
Okay.
All
Well,
right,
we gotta-
that matches my math.
Not each. We gotta divide it all. But
Yeah.
in total, it's
Yeah.
494.
All right.
All right, so we'll do that offline. Make sure you write it down somewhere. Oh, Claudia's
Yeah, it's
already
right
did that. All right, cool. And we'll deal with that next time, or during the, at some point.
Yep. Right. Yep.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot for stopping by, guys. Thanks a lot, Shauna, for playing the role
Yeah.
of Rika today.
Good to see you all.
You have made my life so much easier, because if not, I would have to like run Rika's turns and whatnot. So
Yeah.
thank you so much. And
Happy to help.
yeah, well, thanks a lot, guys, for joining us, and we'll see you guys for the next session of Baldur Descend into Avernus.
Bye, guys.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.